Rolling.
Rocking in.
Now you've seen the
rolling.
magic happen. We have a guest.
What's up?
My brother-in-law Lucas.
How's it going?
Second guest.
It's going, buddy.
Second guest.
You excited to be here? We're excited to have you.
I'm super excited, man.
Chris is really excited. He's
was.
nonstop texting.
Well, every time I see you,
Yeah.
all you do is talk shit at me and you send me about the podcast, which is fun.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
You
So I
know-
figured it would be best to have you here to
Yeah.
talk all this shit.
Well, I was telling Chris
Because
this.
now the world is your oyster.
Absolutely. I was telling Chris this. You guys really got me hooked on the podcast when
I don't
you
know what
decided
hooked
to,
you though. Like,
when you decided to talk about The Bachelorette for 45 minutes.
oh fuck!
I thought that was a
Hey.
bold choice.
Hey, it's happening.
How did you
Well,
feel about it, honestly, though?
You
Was
know
it
what?
at least entertaining?
It was actually entertaining.
Then that's all that matters.
I've never thought about The Bachelorette in my life, and you made me somewhat consider watching half an episode.
There'll
I'm,
be
on the,
another
I'm on the
recap.
same page.
Right.
I'm on the same page. Like he's had me on the border of almost watching it at the house. Like going back a couple seasons.
Mhm.
Like what you said, like season
I would
9.
I would go back just 2 seasons from now.
I don't know what season they're on.
I don't know the name of it. Oh yeah, cheers by the way.
Oh, yeah,
Cheers.
cheers.
Thank you for coming, Lucas.
Thanks for having me.
We're on the proper 12 again.
Is this 12 or 11? Oh,
Proper 12 whiskey.
It's
This is podcast number 11.
because last episode was proper 10.
There you go.
Because we were drinking proper 12.
So I felt about The Bachelorette, I think I mentioned this. I thought whoever watched it was the biggest piece of shit ever. I
Mhm.
thought it was the dumbest show ever. But then I started watching it.
Well, okay, let's
and
be
then I
honest.
realized I was missing out on all this shit.
If you're on the show, you're the biggest piece of shit ever.
I think you're also a
Yeah.
scumbag if you watch it.
If you watch it, so
I think there's no winners in that
No
equation.
one
no,
wins,
there's
and you're absolutely
definitely
right.
not. Oh shit. Well, you know how you said put your phone on silent?
You still haven't.
Still have.
Amateur.
Oh, it's
This
on
is
vibrate.
fucking high-end production
Yeah.
value, isn't it?
Come on.
That's the best.
11 episodes in.
Yeah, still can't remember to turn off my phone.
Etiquette.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna throw this one out there, just to get some podcast shit out of the way. T-shirt designs. Heard some other people talk about it. Doing like either one word that our guest says when we have guests on, or like one-liners.
I thought of fake reviews. Like you will like definitely the dumbest show ever, and by like USA Today, but it'll actually just be like us, comma today, because that's us. We said it today.
That's right.
So I figured that could get us around the copyright reasoning
Yeah,
behind shit like that. I just figured we make up really dumb reviews that are actually accurate about the show.
100%.
Like have to be stupid in order to listen.
Well, yeah. You gotta check that box
Yeah.
before you even hit play.
You're a scumbag. If
Could you imagine if
Basically.
we could get that to like pop up before they said play and be like, you got to check if your IQ is under this number.
Oh, like when you go into like a alcohol or porn site, it's like,
Yeah,
are you 18 years
18?
old? Are you dumb? Are you
Yeah.
enough of a scumbag?
Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
Problem with these t-shirts is we're just going to give them all away for free.
I'm not.
All right.
Because, okay, so the ones with the guests, it'd be like limited quantity. We'd only do like 25.
Yeah.
Just throwing a number out there.
What do you want your t-shirt to say?
Well, he has to say it during the podcast
Yeah.
and then we pull.
Oh, now he's going to be trying to do sound bites the whole time. You put too much pressure
Yeah.
on
Not,
him.
not, it's going to be so artificial now.
It's fine.
Like, we're just going to be talking. I'm going to say,
It'll
like,
happen.
listen, man, the Russians did nothing wrong. And I'll try and make it seem natural. But
Oh my god. Yeah, no, and then they'd be limited. Obviously, the guests would get their own fucking shirt, but it'd be limited quantity for everybody else, including you. Oh, and I did get pricing back.
Okay, we don't have to discuss any
No, I
of
know.
that
I
right
just
now.
wanted it's in my head.
Got it.
Let's be honest. This is the only time we talk about the podcast.
There's a number of things to discuss anyway.
Oh,
it
fuck.
adds to the charm, though.
Do you enjoy the podcast? Do you like it?
I do. Whenever I run out, I find myself waiting for next Wednesday.
That's good.
That's nice to hear.
It is nice
because
to hear.
I was not expecting that.
See, I do have this theory though. Here's a slogan for fucking t-shirts: a podcast by friends for friends. Because
It
basically
pretty much is.
all of our friends listen to it, And hopefully their friends will start to listen as they come onto the show. But it's mostly a friends podcast.
But isn't that how like everything starts?
I think most things start like that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying there's the slogan.
Yeah.
If we're on slogan ideas.
All right. Let me write it down.
Podcast.
Literally
with
lighting
friends.
this down.
Yep. Are you
Why
going
did
to
you have to
remember?
write? Yes, I said it.
You're not going to remember.
You don't know me.
Well, I got some buddies onto this podcast
Have you?
recently, yeah,
Shit.
and they say what they get out of it is just like hearing people from Aurora that they don't know,
Yeah.
Talk
like
about
talk
Aurora.
about Aurora, and like it's all relatable no matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a fun thing, and that's what I've heard from a lot of people too that have listened. Is it's like they kind of understand some of the references.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, we're not setting out this to fucking be gigantic, but if we do want to become more relatable, we do have to limit the very specific references at times if we wanted to. But I don't think we have to. I'm just a statement of facts as
Sure.
well, like general terms.
yeah.
As opposed to Bayview and St. John's, which I know I do all the time. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about it as we're talking
Well, it
about
just
it right
comes
now.
out, right?
So you got buddies onto the show too?
Yeah, well, they're starting to get into it now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're stupid too.
Yeah, no, it's just this show just breeds scumbags.
There we go.
Thanks, Chris.
That's a shirt.
He is thinking about them. He is thinking about them. I got in trouble last
Write it
time
down.
I wrote it down.
There you go. Now you don't have to be in your head too much.
Perfect.
What did you say, breeds?
Breeds scumbags. Actually, wasn't trying to do that on purpose, but
Yeah,
Or we could just
People like it.
turn this one on its head. Podcast by scumbags for scumbags.
the best of both worlds there.
Oh man,
So yeah, are you nervous?
I'm not.
All right, good.
No.
good. We're literally just sitting here talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anybody that ends up being on the podcast and you are nervous, fuck off.
For anybody that's going to come on the podcast,
We do have
It's literally
people lined up
us
as well.
just fucking shooting the shit.
yeah, if you are going to come on the podcast, don't worry, the bar's set pretty low here.
Yes.
So you're good.
Couldn't be any lower at this point.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh man. I also had the idea of like we could do like so you know how we thought about Blackout Fridays? I figured we could do if we did one on like a Wednesday, we could do like listeners call in and that could be like half the show.
Here's the only thing with that. No one's gonna call in on
Never
a
know
live
though.
show.
You never know. I guarantee you I got at least 2 callers.
Okay, but that's going to be us just sitting around. Someone calls in, says, hi, hello, how are you? And then
That's
we
it.
just jump out of that.
Yeah. Hey, it was just an idea.
Since we're on the topic of t-shirts, our buddy John emailed us. I just saw this now.
John?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just listened to the episode where you two jabronis are talking about making t-shirts. Instead of t-shirts, you should partake in couples boudoir shoot and sell the prints would probably make more money. I think that's a
All right,
pretty good
well,
goddamn idea.
John, now you know what your Christmas present is.
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30
that
by
idea.
60 print of me and Chris doing boudoir together.
What is that, by the way?
Boudoir, it's
Yeah.
like
Is it like those corny like couples photos? Like from
Well,
Step
okay,
Brothers?
you-
Thanks for
Usually-
asking, by the way.
usually-
You didn't know either?
Yeah, I had no idea.
usually
I have
boudoir is
Are you about to Google it?
yeah.
Nobody here knows
No.
what the fuck we're talking about.
We're all
It's like
dumb.
sexy photos of like a person.
Hit us with it. I want to see some of this shit. Oh fuck yeah,
Oh,
I'm into
Like
this.
they're like if it's done well, it's done like kind of arty and
for the people listening at home, it's sort of like a 50 Shades kind of vibe.
Yeah, a lot of shadows,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
black and white.
a lot of-
that's a trend right here.
sexiness,
How
which
many
is
black
something that
and
people know us for personally.
That's what I associate
Yeah.
with the show for sure.
Sexiness. All right, I think we get the idea.
Do you?
Yeah.
You want to see a couple more?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
I think we should keep looking at Google Images on an audio
Yeah,
show.
that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Lucas.
Hang on, you're telling me they can't see the pictures right now?
I'm certain of that.
Well,
Anyway, good idea. I think we should also do that.
oh god. Okay.
Do boudoir t-shirts.
It's a good idea.
I'd go out in public with that.
Just do the boudoir photo and just use it as a print for one
Yeah.
of the t-shirts.
100%. That's easy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sexiest podcast on earth.
Oh, my
Now we're
I'm gonna be
getting
writing down
refined.
Here
this
we
one.
go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be writing down.
It took a couple to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. We're good to go now.
But yeah.
This is a slogan podcast. Do you guys want to hear about my hunting?
I do. I was gonna ask
You went hunting?
I went hunting this weekend.
Also, there's a ginormous freezer to the right of us right now, or
Is it?
to the right of me.
So, spoiler alert, I did not get a deer. I was only
It's
out
definitely not plugged in.
one day, and it was fucked.
So why'd you only go at one? I thought you were
So the
there
second
two.
day was yesterday, which was a kill storm.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it was
you
really
didn't want
bad.
to go on that?
Power went out before I even basically got out of bed, and it was like in and out.
Yeah,
And
that was like our place. We lost.
yeah,
power
it was
for-
freezing rain and windstorm, and sitting in a dense forest in a tent.
Yeah,
Well, it didn't seem like a good place to be at that time. So I came back
pussy.
mostly.
I'm only kidding. I would have laughed.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was like trees falling down all night and stuff.
Now, did you see
Oh.
anything?
Yes.
Your
Okay, so
first
let
night?
me
Okay.
break this all down.
Sorry.
So
Do you want me to write it down while you say it?
yeah, you can if you want to. If you want to. Do you have one of those fucking
I wish.
transcribing machines
I
from the
wish.
courtrooms? What's that called?
I have no idea. Typewriter?
No,
A
stenographer.
computer?
A stenographer.
That's okay.
That is the name of it.
All right.
And the reason I know that is because there was a Dave Chappelle skit about a home stenographer. Like some
Makes
dude.
sense now.
The premise was like a dude's in a fight with his wife, and she's like, "Pull that back." He's like, I did not say I would have sex with your sister. And she's like, pull it back. And then he's like, if I really came down to it, I guess I would sleep with your sister. The perils of a home stenographer.
Mm.
So I booked my thing late in the season.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was going to do. So I was only guaranteed 2 days of hunting.
The
the
last
stuff-
2 days too.
Literally the last 2 days
Yeah.
of the season. So I booked through this resort. They do two options. You can just stay in their cottages for X amount of night, hunt on all the crown land that they have around them, which a lot of people choose to do, or they have this property 4 kilometers away where the guy has blinds already set up. He puts bait out. There's a shitload of fucking deer. I'm like, that's more my option because
Yeah.
when you go crown land hunting, you got to put in a lot of work before you even go out there
Yeah.
because you got to know where they're at and stuff. So I chose that option.
I guess if you're going out there for like, how long's hunting season? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So if you're going out there for a week with a couple buddies, makes sense to do that way because
Sure. Yeah.
also if you're seasoned.
Yeah.
It's not
This
your-
is my this
yeah,
was my
literally your
first
first
deer
time
hunt, and I
going
only
out.
did a fucking day and a morning.
I should get my when I do my gun license.
He's
Then
got
if
his
we
hunting.
go-
Lucas has his hunting.
Yeah,
license.
he did it
I
with you
don't have
guys.
my hunting license. I have
No?
the signed papers from 2 years ago that I still haven't
Submitted.
submitted yet.
Well,
How was the course though?
easy.
Yeah.
It's like
It's just dry.
the 2-day course. One's your gun license, one's your hunting license. And you can't fuck up.
Yeah.
You can't.
I figured as much.
It's shockingly easy to get the license. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about like laws in Canada. If you look them up, like everyone likes to talk shit about other countries' laws and stuff like that. But once you like, oh, they need to change this, and then you tell them that our laws are the exact same, they're like, oh, they don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
and like they think that we're fine as a country for guns, but then you tell them that our laws are basically the same as other countries that are supposedly bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't know that. It's like, well, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I was as ignorant beforehand. But once you decide that you're going to own guns, you got to find out the laws, or else
Well, you should.
you should. Yeah, you definitely should start with
I would
that.
recommend it.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
no,
All I know is all the guns that I would buy, I know I need a restricted license.
You'd be surprised.
there's so many. There's ones that are hilarious.
Seriously.
That you can drive around in your car all the
Can I get a
time.
rocket launcher and not have to get a restricted license?
You can't get a locker
I
launcher
know.
at
I'm
all.
just saying.
But there's guns that are fucking way scarier than the ones that they just banned. That are not restricted. I can walk in to any store that has it,
Fucking
walk
yeah.
out, and I can keep it in my car
Yeah.
without a lock on it.
Yeah.
That's a law in Canada. You don't have to lock your weapons when you bring them in your car.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and this gun is like a fucking bang, 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 bang. It's the one that the fucking Chinese military uses.
Oh, really?
Okay, we were thinking of the same one.
90
Yeah.
Type 97. I'm
Something
thinking
like
of.
that. Type
Yeah.
something.
It's just a semi-auto version of literally the gun that the Chinese People Liberation Army uses.
Just to put it in
Just-
perspective
yeah.
there.
What
Just so
you're
everyone's
saying-
listening.
So what you're saying is you're going to get one.
You can invade Taiwan with it, for sure.
Which they're definitely not going to do.
No.
Did you see that giant mock-up in the Mongolian desert?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Okay, so
Scared the shit out of me. I went online. proceeded to get even more scared.
Yeah, don't look it up. It's way scary.
Terrifying.
So there was this satellite image of that was an exact replica of the Taiwan presidential palace in the desert of Mongolia, bordering China, I think.
Yeah, something.
So the Chinese military is basically preparing to invade Taiwan, and they built a 2-inch replica of the entire palace. It's gigantic.
They
It's-
built a replica.
Replica in the
1-to-1.
desert to train on, just for just in case.
Training measures.
In case Taiwan provokes them by saying
We
that they're
just
their
needed
own
a cool
country.
building to train on.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with you
Just
guys.
because it just listen, it looks the same.
Our builders needed something cool to build.
They just wanted to. Well, Chinese government steals everything, so
was
they
a
might as well
tribute.
steal. Yes, it was. That's a good way to put it. The next thing they're going to be trained on is the pyramids of Giza. So
Oh, God.
I go to this. This is how this whole setup works. You show up the day before you go hunting. You go over. You drop your stuff at the lodge.
Right.
They say, okay, here's where your property is. You go over and meet the guy. I park. The guy comes over. He like nods at me. He doesn't really say anything. And then he just starts walking up a steep hill in about waist high grass towards the woods. I'm like, I guess I'm supposed to follow this guy.
Yeah.
So there was like a little bit of talking. I'm like, so what's the deal? He's like, okay, so we cut through up this hill and then all of a sudden we're on an ATV path. You follow it around. We go up probably like close to a kilometer. There's a blind on the left. There's deer track fucking everywhere. Keep following the path along down. Then there's a second blind, probably another kilometer from there. And he's got 2 more further down, but there was another guy hunting on those 2. So he's like, you have free range of anything from here forward.
Yeah. Okay.
You can go walking that way if you want to, like north.
Yeah.
He had like 200 plus acres. There's a lot of
Nice.
place to hunt. And so then I go through and I'm thinking, okay, I got to be here before it's sunrise tomorrow. So I'm like trying to make mental notes of like where to go. And he taped a tree. He's like, turn left here. I'm like, okay. So when we first walked up to the ATV path, we cut through right at the corner of his house, straight up a tall grass hill, ran into the path. On the way out, we just followed the path around to a bigger trail that was almost like a old shitty driveway.
Mhm.
And then we just walked down. It runs out in front of his house. Then you walk over and it's just a different route to get back. He said he doesn't like to use it because the neighbor thought people were trespassing and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I'm just like trying to make mental notes. And so
I'm trying to remember your
yeah,
way
so
back.
my thought is like I want to get there for like 6, latest quarter after 6, because I'm probably going to be 15, 20 minutes getting to the blind. Then I'm going to want to set up. I'm probably going to be making a shitload of noise. So I figured get there earlier, set up, and then let everything quiet down.
Yeah.
And then hopefully
Shit.
shit starts to happen.
Now it was just you in the blind?
Just me.
How was that?
It was fine. It was
Yeah?
good. Yeah, I'll get to it. Like it was entertaining. So this is how this is how dumb I am. I made a lot of rookie mistakes. So that
Well,
you
it's your
guys don't
first
have
time.
to.
It's your first time.
I need more whiskey.
Yeah.
And so I gear up and I've got this like pretty good
Sweet.
camo snowsuit. I've put on a shitload of layers. I got long johns on, my spring hunting pants, top long john t-shirt, a sweater, another sweater, and a jacket.
Holy.
I didn't want to get cold.
Fair enough.
I didn't want to get cold. And also,
How hot was it?
yeah. So it was cold that morning.
Yeah.
I don't know, so it's literally 2 turns to get to this place. It's the easiest drive ever. Again, it's like I get up at 5:30 in the morning, get ready, brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed. I'm on time. I pull out at 6. I'm like, perfect. I'll be there in less than 5 minutes. So I come to the end of the road. I turn left and I'm driving. And it's pitch black. And then I hit this weird, because the road kind of goes to a hard left turn. And then it turns into to get to where I was going, turns into like a straight dirt road.
Right.
And then you just make a small right turn and then it's just up on the hill. So that happened. And then I realized suddenly that this is not at all where I'm supposed to be. And that something's gone terribly wrong. I'm lost. So I pull out my phone and I type in the address. And I'm 5 kilometers the opposite direction of where I'm supposed to be. So when I came out, because the 2 turns looked the same, and I guess it was like tired, I'm fucking half asleep
Yeah,
still.
you went.
I went left when I should have gone right, and then a left, and then I'm on the fucking road. So now I'm panicking or like stressed. I'm like, fuck's sake. So I turn around. I
Yeah.
still get there by like 20 after 6.
Oh, man.
I'm like, okay, I'm in good shape.
Yeah.
So I fucking grab all my stuff, gear up, throw it on, and I fucking head up the hill, heading for the path. Tall, long grass. I'm looking where the house is. Yeah, okay, perfect. Got this.
Yeah.
I go up and I get to the top of the hill and it's just dense fucking woods. And all I have is my headlamp on. It's pitch fucking black and there's no trail. Yeah. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm like maybe I cut up like too far back. So maybe it's just further. So like I just like kind of pushed through. Again, there's going to be a lot of dumb mistakes made here. So I just kind of like pushed through the dense thickness. I figure I'll just run into the path because I'm too far up or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's looping around. No, I found it.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I push through and I find the fucking path.
That's how you get lost, though.
I find the path and now I'm starting to walk up it. And it's rougher than I remember. Again, this next day, it's dark.
Yeah.
And it's way steeper than I remember. And I'm like 100 meters, 200 meters in, and I'm like tired. I'm like, this is fucking bad. Now I'm getting really hot because I put on all of those fucking layers like a fucking idiot. I used to watch Survivor, man, and his number one thing he used to say is like, if you sweat, you die. Is like, there's like times where he was like hauling shit naked. Because he's like, literally, once your clothes get wet and you get that chill, you can't rewarm, or it's very hard to do that. Yeah. And when he's out there alone for 7 days, like, he will die. Yeah. If that happens. So
you're alone out there for the day.
Yeah.
You might die.
Same stakes.
Same, yeah.
100%.
Essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is in my mind. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting hot. So I just take off my fucking toque as if this is going to solve it. I unzip my jacket.
Is in your head like the...
That's where all the heat is.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So little
smart.
Yeah. I should have immediately stripped off maybe 2 out of my 3 sweaters. So I'm going up this trail. I'm like, it just doesn't feel right. Like that gut feeling, like I'm not going the right way here. And it's just a straight up trail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, when I get to the top and I just keep walking and walking, I'm like, I'm on the wrong fucking trail. So what I had done is I cut up too late from where it was supposed to. Like I walked past the house more and then cut up. That's why I ran into trees. And then when I pushed forward, I ran into this like old driveway, like looks almost like a riverbed thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, now I'm lost. Kind of. It's pitch black. So I turn around. I'm like, at least if this is the correct road that I exited on, I know that at the very least I'll get down to the bottom. And at some point I'll see this fucking trail. So I'm like, fuck. Now I'm like, again, like stressing. I'm like, I'm fucking, like, this is a great start.
What time is it, by the way?
Probably like 6:30, 6:35.
So you're
sun
10, 15 minutes into your like trek? Not even?
Maybe not even 10 minutes. It felt like a long time. I don't know. I wasn't watching the time.
Sounded like a long time.
All I'm gauging on is it pitch black or is the sun coming up?
Yeah.
And it's still pitch black.
Okay.
So sunrise was
do you have that wooden time thing that they had back in the day to tell time?
I had my cell phone, which has a watch, but I didn't think it was very relevant as how many minutes I traveled. I just knew I'd gone too far.
Yeah.
I traveled too far to not see any of the markers, to not see any of the bends.
Yeah.
And the trail was too fucking wide was the main thing.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fucked up 100%. So I cut back. I'm looking now for the trail that smashes into this trail.
Yeah.
And my headlamp's not the best, of course. So I'm cutting down. I see that the bush is kind of narrowing a bit. So I'm peering over and like trying to look. I can't find it. Eventually I noticed that the woods had kind of narrowed through. I jumped through and I found the trail. I'm like,
nice.
Okay, fuck, thank God. Like that was only like another 10-minute delay tops.
Yeah.
It's still dark out. I'm going to be hustling to get there before the sun rises, but still in good shape. So I'm hauling my ass up this trail and now I'm literally soaking wet. Like my hair looks like I just got out of the fucking shower. So I had like pulled off a sweater. I would think I was carrying it. I got my gun in one hand. I got a fucking pack on. I got a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And so I go up. I pass the first blind because the guy said if I were you, I'd start at the second blind because it's a little bit further in. And I guess maybe people have had good success there or whatever. Guy, this was a man of few words. Tom, his name was. Super nice guy, but very quiet.
Forest dude.
Yeah. So
if he tells you to start at 2,
I'm gonna start at 2.
Probably start out at 2.
So I go up, I make the left hand turn, I'm coming back down the hill, I'm going the right direction. So now I'm walking across and I'm starting to get this feeling like fuck, maybe because the blinds are hard to see and again it's dark as fuck.
That's
my
good.
headlamp's not the
At
best.
least they're camouflage.
Yeah, they work, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to think maybe I've gone too far, like I've passed the second blind.
Yeah.
Because again, there's like little notches in the trail that I'm not recognizing fully. And so I come up this notch and I turn with my fucking headlamp, and there's a set of eyes 30 feet from me.
Did you
It's
get
a
your gun
fucking
out?
it's a fucking deer.
Did you get your gun out?
30 feet from me,
Holy shit.
staring. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna get to this point. So the fucking eyes come on, and I'm like,
Stare
there's
him
a
down.
fucking deer right there. And I only have a buck tag. I missed the draw for the doe tag. So I need to make sure that this is a buck. I can't shoot it. Also, it's still a bit early.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark. Like the sky's like just going from black to like that dark blue.
Yep.
Like where the sun's just starting to come up.
Yep.
And so I'm standing 30 feet from this deer, and this motherfucker's frozen and won't take her eyes off me. And is like, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So like my mind's racing because now I'm thinking like its ears were fucking big, but I couldn't tell if maybe it was a rack on it, like the antlers.
Just small little rack.
Yeah. So I'm like, do I get my fucking gun out? Do I load it and just kind of like sit here and wait until there's a bit more light and then make a determination? Now, also, I think I've gone too far. So I'm concerned about fucking being in this other guy's territory as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is weighing on my fucking mind. And so I walk up at like another 10 feet. I'm close. Like I'm from me to the end of the driveway is where the deer is. From where we're
It's, like,
sitting right now.
fucking pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Just stay there.
Well, that's what I was thinking, right? So it didn't move. Because
Okay.
their strategy is like, if I stay fucking still, hopefully whatever the fuck this thing is doesn't see me and just walks on by me. And then when he's gone, I'll just fucking turn and run the other way.
Yeah.
I believe that's how the deer think.
Okay.
so clearly an expert.
You spent some time with them.
Yes.
You would know.
So the deer's standing there staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Do I pull up? Do I get my gun out? Do I wait? And now I'm also mostly concerned on still finding my blind because I'm running out of time. But this, like, I could fill my tag in the first minutes. After all this fucking disaster, I'm soaking wet from fucking sweat. I've gotten lost twice, driving there, and now in the fucking woods, I've gotten lost. And I fucking walked into a deer. Like, this is, it's pretty good so far.
Yeah.
I just can't tell if there's a fucking set of antlers on this thing. So I'm like getting closer. I'm 99% sure that it's a fucking doe.
Doe.
It's just the ears. The silhouette of the deer was like the shit that people put on their lawn at Christmas. Like it looks like a fucking deer would look as a silhouette.
Now, okay. Was it a decoy?
No. No, this was a deer.
I was just checking.
No.
Just checking.
But I'm saying like that's how it looks in the
Sure.
darkness. Like it looks like a stereotypical cutout.
What you're trying to tell us is it was a decoy.
So
You're just trying to get to it. He's
I'm-
embarrassed.
Yeah.
I walk up and I find out it's a decoy. And then
Then I said, fuck this, and went home.
I went home. I walk up. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I can't shoot this thing legally.
Yeah.
One, it's too dark. One, it's not a fucking buck. I don't want to just like scare it away. So I'm like, I'm just going to walk, hopefully get closer to confirm that it's not a buck. And then I'm going to try and find this fucking blind. So I almost like turn around because like to look back because it's a little bit lighter now. I don't see a blind. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going. Then the thing like hops up a little bit. I start walking and it just fucks off. So the thing's gone. I walk like another 100 meters. There's my blind. Go in, get set up. So I'm like, holy fuck. Like, what's the fucking chances? Like, after all this disaster. So I strip everything off.
You're butt naked now.
No, I'm down to my long johns, but I'm fucking soaked. And I'm like, this
Trying
is
to give the audience here a really good picture to paint here.
Trying to get some boudoirs ready.
Yeah. We're trying to get John all excited. Chris naked in a blind.
I get into the blind. I strip down. And now
Naked.
I'm like, ass naked. Do you want me to be naked?
I know John does. I know John really does.
So I strip down. I'm like, again, because I'm concerned. I'm like, if I don't cool the fuck down, I'm going to be soaked. All my clothes are going to be soaked. And then I'm not going to be like, so after I fucked all this up to get here, now the biggest mistake I'm concerned I've made is now I'm going to get too fucking cold and not be able to stay for the fucking day. Like all these little fucking calamity of errors have led to me now fucking up the entire day. So I finally get like cooled down. I like took off one thing, put that aside, let some shit dry. And then as soon as I started to like feel like I was down to a normal temperature, I started to slowly put layers back on. And then there was a t-shirt and sweater that I never put on the whole day, and they were soaked when I got home. I would like dry them by the fire. Though like 1:30, two does come walking up, and they're 30 feet in front of the blind. They're at like one of the feed spots. I sat there and watched them. They were probably there for 20 odd minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a good experience because I was able to test like how loud I could be within the blind. Also, they had no fucking idea I was there. So like I was working because the chair I was in is like a lawn chair, so like it squeaks a little bit,
Yep.
and I was concerned that like all those little noises. I thought they had like supersonic hearing. They don't.
Okay.
I thought this before, but they're incredibly switched on. So like the analogies of things that I read beforehand were like if like we hear a car horn go off, like we're gonna turn our head. Their hearing's basically the exact same as ours, which
Really?
I was really
I
surprised
thought
at.
it was better.
It's not better. It's the same. They can hear the same frequencies as us.
Okay.
Where they're different is their vision is like 270 degrees field of view, and their smell is insane.
Yeah.
So, but because they're so switched on, their ears, as soon as they hear something that sounds different, then they just turn, and then they're trying to see it, and then they're trying to smell it, and that's
And then
That's what
then
tells
they
me.
take off.
exactly that's.
Gotcha.
So, like we hear a car horn, that's something like, or like a bang of something, we turn to look,
Mm-hmm.
establish what it is. That's how they do it. So I was moving. I was like, I brought the gun up. I was like looking at them in the sights, like practicing where I would shoot. All that stuff. It was really beneficial, but it was cool as fuck to watch these things just like not know that I was there for 20 minutes. The one that spooked, I didn't scare them off. They still didn't know I was there. She stared at me like 3 times. I'm like, she fucking sees me and she's
Yeah.
gonna bolt any second. So like I lowered my movements down. So it was good to know that if a fucking buck comes hopping down the trail after these two, I have time to like position
ready.
myself, get ready, and then hopefully squeeze off a shot and get something. So yeah, that was the fucking. Then they hung around for like 20 minutes. So if I did doe tag, I could have filled it in the first 2 minutes.
Literally.
Or if I didn't because it was too dark,
You
and
would
the
have
thing
woken
fucked
up Tom.
Yeah, I would have woken
Tom's
up.
sleeping.
That poor bastard would have woken up. And then I could have filled it with either of those two. I got photos of them as well. I'll show you guys after.
That's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then the next day it was like beyond sketchy to be in the woods with like trees falling down and
Dude, it was
You're literally
fucking
just in a
insane
tent.
year.
Yeah.
It was crazy year, man.
Well,
Power kept flipping.
my aunt and uncle's up the road. There's a fucking tree crashed through their roof yesterday. that same storm.
Shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So where your parents used to live in
Yeah.
Aurora, the power went out there. It was fine everywhere else. I don't know about you
We
guys.
got power out for like a little bit.
ours
went out for like a
ours
second,
like
yeah.
blipped. It went out and then it came back on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then like the rest of the day, the lights would just flicker. Didn't like completely go out, they just flickered.
Yeah, we got that too. A lot
Yeah.
of flickering.
Yeah. So it wasn't a good day to be in the fucking
I
woods.
definitely wouldn't recommend it.
Freezing rain, and also I've got to get back. So my like I got up early. I started to load the truck up. There was trees crashing all night. I hear more.
Yeah.
Power goes out for a bit. It comes back on. I'm like, I don't think I should fucking go out there because it's gonna be now. I'm gonna be driving back in the dark, and also if I don't get fucking killed by a tree in the woods, just decide it wasn't the smartest idea.
Not worth it.
So I came back, but the first day I seen fucking 3.
Yeah.
And had the wrong tag on.
So
me.
it could have, like, again, if you shot yesterday, would have been promising. You would think.
Well,
saw
the-
3.
Well, here, the thing that I know for sure is there's a fuckload of deer on that property.
Yeah.
Two things happened. I think the warm weather at the start of November fucked up the rutting season a bit. I know lots of people that got deer this year, but I was calling like a madman and doing all the things you're supposed to, and I never even fucking heard a buck once. And I was excited when these 2 does came across. When it was cool to see.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, fuck, it's mating season. Hopefully, there's a fucking buck trailing them somewhere, picking up their scent, and hopefully, this guy rolls by through
Stalking them.
in an hour or 2 at most,
Yeah.
right? Didn't materialize like that. And I was hearing from a lot of people that people were seeing a lot of does this year, but not a lot of bucks. Because the bucks, you can make calls and they'll come crashing through the woods, thinking there's a fucking doe in heat, and then that's how you get them to your area.
Yeah.
Don't think people were having that much success with that this year. Although it was cold the 2 days I was there.
That's
So
pretty fucking cool, though.
It sounds like a good time.
it was actually. It was. I'm gonna go back next year. I want to do 4 or 5 days. Know there's deer on the property, and also make sure I get my fucking doe tag in.
Yeah, and
'Cause
again,
I could have filled it.
now-
I could have
at
filled it
least-
3 times yesterday.
At least now you know you got to book, like, fucking nap.
So I spoke to her as I was leaving, and I can.
Perfect.
She's gonna cover me. The frustrating thing was no one was on the prop. I took all of last week off. I went up to the cottage. I was shooting and stuff like that, getting all my gear together.
Yeah.
But I could only hunt for 2 days. When I get up there, she said that no one's been hunting on that property for the last 5 days.
So you
I could have.
technically
I could have, but the problem was the cottages that are on this resort, she just didn't have the room for me.
Yeah, there was no...
Now, I wish she would have told me that because maybe I could have made other accommodations, but obviously she wants you to book through hers so that they can all
100%.
make money. I get it.
Yeah.
But next
At the
year, I'm
same
just
time,
going to book it
like-
in, start.
do they not make any cut even though you don't stay on the cabin, or was that strictly just for the cabin?
Well, I think their cut is the cabin.
Okay.
I think that's kind of how they do it.
But at that point, you may as well just be like, hey, like, we have no room for you, but there's this place.
Yeah, I don't know.
If somebody did that to me, I'm going back to that.
It was a bit fucking.
I'll go to the person that told me about the other place so I could at least go up.
It was a little bit chaotic at the resort. I get up there and there's a bunch of things under construction. There's literally what looks like a bombed out house from World War II with just like a deck that's in pristine condition with a barbecue on it, like lawn chairs, tables, and the house is disappeared.
Fucking level.
All you see is like a foundation.
Seriously?
It was like someone took a big axe and just cut it off at its knees. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I see this house being built.
Yeah.
And I was talking with the owner. She was checking me in. They had a fucking landslide
Holy.
earlier this year, late last year, that came right up to where that deck was. And it was 50 feet of fucking earth that collapsed right beyond their house. So they had to move their house. So there's this like wood frame house that's being built that's got this like blue old structure on the second story, which is literally they lifted up their house and put it on top of this new house that they have to build because it almost fucking fell down the hill and killed them
Holy
6
shit.
months earlier.
The slide just stopped at the patio?
Stopped like at the edge of the deck.
Holy
That's
fuck.
insane.
Lucky.
Yeah.
This was not a big deck by any means. This deck is probably like 10 feet long.
Yeah.
So from their back door to the fucking landslideville was 10 feet.
Holy Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm like, so how's your guys' year been? She's like, not good.
No shit.
She's like, we had to move our house. Fucking, they got shut down for the first few months of COVID.
Like everywhere else.
Yeah. They still haven't had a case up there, obviously. No, most places haven't. And yeah, I'm like, insurance cover it? No. Their business insurance covers floods and landslides. But because a portion of their house was residential, insurance did some sneaky insurance shit that they always do and say, well, your residential insurance doesn't cover landslides.
So we're not covering.
So we're not covering you at all.
Wow.
And then 3 months shut down from COVID.
I would have fucking.
And that's their
been
prime
like,
season because they're mostly a
Jesus.
fishing lodge. They were right at the mouth of Nipissing. It's on the South River, which feeds into Lake Nipissing,
Okay.
which is North Bay.
Yeah.
Massive fucking lake, great fishing, muskie, walleye. And the river that's right behind their property, that's on their property that everyone wants to rent, is like a sanctuary where all the fish go in the wintertime. They spawn there in the spring and then they run out to the thing. So people just fucking sit at the mouth. They're catching big muskie, fucking big walleye. They can see sturgeon spawning, which you can't catch, but you see them there, which are like lake monsters.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
cool
and
fun.
so they missed those first 3 months, which are their prime fishing season.
Yeah.
And now they've been scrambling to make it all
Trying
back
to
up.
make it up. Yeah.
And then their fucking house
like
almost fell down
everywhere,
a
though.
hill.
Yeah. That's.
Could be better.
It could be.
I would have told that insurance company fuck right off and found a different one.
But it doesn't matter if you find a new one. They're not going to insure your policy.
No,
Your
I know,
policy's
but
tied to
like,
them.
fuck.
You're
them.
not getting your money.
You're not getting the money either way. But I'm gonna start.
Oh,
getting
you
my
definitely
money.
change. You would definitely change insurers,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're just
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
just sneaky, such sneaky fuckers. Insurance companies.
Yep.
You hear about that all the time, like
Always.
legitimate things, and then they're like, "No, you can
No.
go fuck yourself." I know you've been paying
You had
all
this
this
one.
money.
You had this one little thing that doesn't check off in our books,
She
and
said it
now
was
it's not considered whatever.
3 or 4 months. At first, they said they would cover it, no problem.
Yeah,
And then obviously because it was probably a big claim. You have to move a house.
probably.
Yeah.
I don't see it being cheap.
They obviously send it to their lawyers, and then the lawyers just pick apart the fucking. They're literally people's jobs is to pick apart and find reasons to not pay out the claim,
Yeah.
and then they fucking got it. Yeah.
What
Good for
shit luck.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to tell me what happened in the Bachelorette.
Oh my god, I've been
And
talking
then we
this
got to
whole
talk.
time.
Then we got to talk to Lucas.
I was gonna say let's talk to
Like,
fucking Lucas
I
first. 'cause-
gotta know what happened on the Bachelorette.
All right, so I misjudged
Give me
this
just
bitch.
the fucking.
Feel free to interject. at
Okay,
any
wait.
point.
So I just finished your last episode where you said that the Bachelorette fucked off with one guy way
Yeah.
too early.
Yeah,
Fell
and
in love.
They brought in a
2 hours in.
They brought in a replacement Bachelorette.
Okay.
The original 16 guys, they were like, you don't have to stay. Like, I know you all like love this other girl. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, give me a second to think about it. I'm staying. So
Okay, but so I heard some other people talk about it, and it was so the original girl. What was she like? 39 or something?
40.
40.
And
And
that's a girl's age, by the way. Like
Yeah,
women,
yeah.
women when they're single, they're probably I estimate 2 to 3 years younger
Mm-hmm.
especially when they're on the plus side of 35.
Right.
So I put her at like 52, 53 years old, more likely.
Okay. So
You don't want to say she's over the hill
she's
because that
in her-
would be mean.
Yeah.
But
she's in her 40s.
She's on her way to the top of the hill.
But then
She's almost there.
the
almost
new
there.
girl they bring in is like 29, isn't she?
I don't know her age, but she's significantly younger.
Yeah. So that's a big jump right there.
She's in her prime.
And, like, you gotta
she's,
think-
she's pretty.
Those
Like,
the dudes
both
that
pretty.
are coming on for that one girl.
well, they weren't. They were there for the first bitch.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, the original girl. But now
Okay.
she fucked off. So they could have been there hoping to get like this older lady.
Yeah. Now her biggest concern is like all these guys, they weren't here for me. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And continue.
backstory of this current bachelorette, Tasha.
Tasha. That's the first.
She was
first one?
she was a contestant on The Bachelor one season. She made it pretty far, I think top 3.
Sure.
She was fine. She didn't like, I was indifferent about her. Then she was on Bachelor in Paradise, which is more like a singles party. Like they bring in a bunch of guys, bring in a bunch of girls. They just
Orgies.
drink on a beach in Mexico
Just
for a
orgies.
month. Yeah, that's what they were trying to instigate.
Brazzers was
Yeah.
there too.
they have a film crew.
Yeah.
And
Those are the late night specials.
yeah, well, that's a good season. So she was horrific on that. Like she just like turned into Mean Girl. She was almost like a version of Regina George.
Okay.
And she just like all she did was like recruit like some other insecure person, and all they did was talk shit and stir up shit,
Yeah.
as opposed to actually like trying. Like that's the best. Like that one's the only one that I like people probably come out of and like they actually know, because there's no like because when you're on The Bachelor and Bachelorette, you can only see the person when the show says you can see the person.
Yeah.
So there's cocktail parties, there's group dates, there's one-on-one dates and shit like that. But when you're on Bachelor in Paradise, they just hang out on a beach all fucking day. So these people can actually kind of get to know each other. And instead of using that time to find someone, she just acted like fucking Regina George the whole time. So she pissed me off. And then she came on The Bachelorette as The Bachelorette. And she actually gave all the guys a chance, and now I kind of like her. So
All right.
You're conflicted.
I am. I'm torn. So they bring in the same 16 guys were there, and they brought 4 new guys in.
Yeah, because didn't a couple leave? Or like,
No one left.
I thought somebody left.
Out of the crew, well, she fucked. I don't know if she fucked anybody off. I can't remember. I don't think so.
Okay. Anyways.
She was supposed to have a rose ceremony, which is when they eliminate people. She didn't have one of those. She kept them all on.
Smart.
But they brought in 4 new guys. And it was like, the guys that were already there were like, oh, how the fuck can they like bring in new guys? Like, you fucking dummies weren't even here for this girl. You can't get like
Yeah, shut up.
upset. But my prediction is she's going to pick subconsciously, because I can read minds.
A new
Okay.
And
one of
I'm-
the new
And
guys.
I just joined the thought police.
Well, you're always right. As well.
That is
Yeah.
true. Thank you, Lucas. This is why we brought you on.
Never wrong. Always right, never wrong.
Incredibly handsome too, I bet.
You always are.
Sexy boudoirs.
Yeah.
I bet.
I have a good idea for that.
Subconsciously.
Oh, no.
Perfect. I bet subconsciously she's gonna pick one of the 4 guys that got brought back in, because they don't have any like in the back of her mind. She's always gonna be like, were these guys here for me? Do they really like me? Or are they just like hanging around because they're on a fucking TV show? Which is of course the answer.
Yeah.
But subconsciously, these 4 new guys, they only came because Tasia came.
Yeah.
They weren't on the show before. They didn't get eliminated and they got brought back. They're 4 completely new guys. So I think she's going to pick one of this crop, just subconsciously or
Yeah.
consciously, maybe is my prediction.
Mm.
But I'm often wrong about this show because I go into crazy theories like that. It's like I'm overthinking it.
You might be just a little bit.
Things are getting deep in the Bachelorette fan base. Holy fuck.
It's crazy. I don't even watch
It's
it.
called
There's so
Bachelor
many
Nation.
moving pieces.
That actually.
That's what the fucking host of the show calls it, and it's
Bachelor in what?
Bachelor Nation.
Bachelor.
What the fan? What
That
Bachelor
sounds
Nation?
a little
Like when he
sexist.
talks, does it?
Bachelor.
Do you know what sexist means? When he like talks to
Gender
the
exclusionary.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, how dare you?
Oh, you're in university. What is split? I saw one today. Split gender. It was
What?
on an application for university.
Okay. When I was applying for university, there were a fuck
There was
ton of options.
Of options to pick. And
Yeah.
it was on an application. in
I
Canada.
don't remember seeing split gender.
Okay.
That might be similar to Two Spirited.
Two Spirited. That's it. It was
Yeah.
Two Spirited.
Two Spirited.
What is
which
Two Spirited?
Yeah, it's
That's all
a,
it said. Just said Two Spirit.
learn this in health class.
How times have
I don't mean
changed.
anything.
Listen and
I
find
don't
out.
mean anything by that tone. Whoever wants to cancel me, I'm being completely open here.
It's okay.
But
I'm just asking.
yeah, no. Apparently, it's like in like Native American culture, you could be born as spiritually a man and a woman, both, and it's two spirited.
So why is gender fluid now on the list? I'm asking you, like,
Yeah.
like you created this list.
What?
Yeah.
Gender
okay, so what-
fluid?
There was 10 different things on this list. I was just asking him because he's in university
Yeah.
and he like
Okay.
all this shit is in
No, I'm
university.
just
Funny
trying to
thing
get some
about that in
clarification on gender
university-
fluid.
That was one of the options you could check as which you identify
So
as.
you
Yes.
identify as a sperm.
No.
Okay.
You took that very literal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I took it how it sounds.
My understanding of gender fluid is like people go back and forth between identifying as a male or female.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
So
Yeah.
two-spirited sounds like it's almost the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
It's like they're making it.
yeah. They gave us the footnotes.
You said it, not me.
Chris said it.
It's just a joke, people.
Chris is getting canceled.
It's just a
I
joke.
would like to stay. I'd like to stay in my university program, not get kicked out.
And also, we're not telling the university that you go to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Or your last name.
Or my last name.
Or your
Yeah.
last name, not a.
I think you're fine.
I'm good.
Yeah.
John
And it was just a
Smith.
question.
Yeah.
It was just a question.
No, funny thing about that though, whenever you introduce yourself now in like the beginning of courses, you have to give your pronouns.
What?
And,
Is that mandatory?
it's like you're kind of weird if you don't, which is which I think is hilarious that now it's weird that you're not doing it. You know what I mean?
Like it's flipped that quickly in the last like
Yeah.
2 years. It's
Yeah.
gone from like, this guy's put his pronouns in his
Mhm.
bio to, yo, this guy didn't
Doesn't
put his
have
pronouns in his bio.
Yeah, that's sort of what it's gotten to now. And we got to do.
We've lost the culture war.
I have no
Who's
idea if my
we?
school does
Who's
that.
we?
Huh?
I have no idea if my school does that.
For sure they do. They're a college in Canada.
Well, you teach photography?
Yeah.
For sure they do.
Actually, you're about to get fired because you haven't asked their fucking preferred
Yeah.
pronouns.
How dare you?
Yes.
But I've been so tempted sometimes to just go instead of doing he him, just real motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What is the plural to real motherfucker? Fuck
Mu-
sus?
Mm.
Moffs?
Moffs. It's definitely moffs.
Definitely
J-Rock?
moffs.
Yeah.
Real moffs.
Yeah. I would put some dumb shit in mine.
And this is not a fucking conversation. I don't care about any of this shit really at the end of the day. I think
Yeah.
a lot of it can be silly, but if people are really into it, then you can be really
Hey.
into it.
Do your thing.
If that's
your
your
thing.
if that's your shit,
Do your thing exactly. But a legitimate question
Yeah.
is now if you can identify as anything you want to, and people can't say that you're not the thing you identify as. Can you just like, are the rules that slippery now, Lucas? Like
I
where,
feel like they are, but
like you can you like tomorrow you can be like, call me he her, and if anyone does or
if you don't do that, I'm canceling you.
Well,
She,
yeah,
her.
it's legit. I think
like
it's
you could
just
like file a grievance even though you look like you do, a bearded man.
I'll take bearded instead of pube faced. I think just like people are really, people just don't want to people don't want to cause trouble. So
They just let us.
whether
slide.
you have to or not, people just generally are going to accept it because nobody wants trouble. And hey, man, it's not bothering me, right?
It
You're
doesn't
not
bother
hurting
me even a
Yeah.
little bit. I believe in fucking freedom for everybody. That means you
Yeah.
can do whatever the fuck you want, as long as it doesn't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Yeah.
That's the definition of freedom. Is
Yeah.
you do what literally
Hey,
anything you
do,
want.
You do you.
You just can't
You
infringe
let
on
me-
me doing
you
whatever
let
I
me
want.
Yeah,
do me.
exactly.
Just don't hurt me, and I won't hurt you.
Yeah.
No
For
worries.
sure.
And if
Yeah.
I mispronounce something or say the wrong thing, it's not because I'm a fucking jackass, unless I know you.
Yeah.
Then I'm being a jackass.
Also, we're done too, so that's
Well, that too. So cut us some slack.
yeah.
No, but
We're just trying to
it is,
educate ourselves.
Yeah. It is crazy how quickly
That is a good
things
point, though.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah, and the time that you applied to the time
That
you're
I'm in my university
in
classes.
your university
Yeah.
classes, that it's like, hi, Lucas, he, him, speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
not even
funny,
weird. It's
man.
not
Is
even
that
weird
only-
to me
is-
anymore. Yeah, I'm
it's
just used
just-
to it.
Really? Yeah, that's your
well,
generation.
almost.
I just don't understand.
People maybe a couple years younger than me are completely used to it.
They don't
for
even
sure.
think about it.
They don't even think about it. Yeah.
But again, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine because that's like the whole thing with like when we grew up, I never even thought about fucking it was an issue to be gay, lesbian, whatever the fuck. None of that shit bothered me. But generations before us were probably less inclined to be like cool with homosexuality.
Yeah.
I think so, like our parents or grandparents, shit like that. This shit they didn't grow up with, but we grew up, never batted an eye at it, didn't give a fuck,
Yeah.
and now this is just their version of now everything's about fucking pronouns and identity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Again, I'm not a genius.
Neither
I'm
am I.
just
Are you
curious.
sure?
Yeah.
Sure about that?
I'm part of Mensa.
What school did you go to again?
I didn't. Oh, I went to. I'm not going to say my alumni. I am an alumni of a college.
Me too.
I have a degree in everything.
No, you went to a university. I can't remember where it was.
Oh, this is a joke.
Aardvark
There you go.
University.
I was
like,
wondering
what?
where you were going.
I thought
with
you were
that
actually
one.
asking-
You have a
About the-
PhD.
Yeah.
From Aardvark University.
Didn't want to be a dick and yell, Chris didn't go to university.
It would be an
I'm
accurate
pretty
statement.
sure everybody knows by now.
There's a lot of smart people that didn't go to university. I'm not one of them, but
Neither am I.
there was a lot of smart people that didn't go to university.
A lot of dipshits in university.
Probably more
Like
dipshits
me.
in
I-
university.
well-
Yeah. You're not so bad.
Not yet.
Ugh.
Cut yourself some credit.
You did come on the podcast.
Give it a yeah. I wasn't a dipshit until tonight.
Yeah.
Now you're part of
Now-
dipshit squad.
Now I'm fully
Yeah.
Dipshit squad.
Dipshit squad.
Write it down.
Dipshit squad.
Lucas, this is your moment. It's not actually.
Okay,
Your
it's your first year of university, right?
No, I'm in my second year.
Second year.
Yeah.
So you've already you didn't get the shit under the stick.
No, I had a normal first year of university,
Perfect.
except for like the last month when everyone had to go home.
Yeah. How do you like the online shit?
It's shit. It's really bad, man. Cause I don't know, professors. Obviously, I'm not talking about you because you're not my professor. But
100%.
professors
All right,
seem,
I don't take any
I
offense
can
to
talk
this.
shit about him.
seem to
Yeah,
think
I don't take any offense.
that
to
because
this.
it's online,
Idiot.
it's like just super appropriate to give maybe 3 times the amount of assignments as a normal.
Oh, see, I'm kind of the opposite. And I think I don't know if the whole program, but I feel like from last year to this year, I feel like I'm giving less assignments, but I'm giving more I'm marking more in-class assignments. And it's because if the students follow along with what we do in class, that's your in-class assignment. It's pretty much your attendance
Yeah, that's
as
fair.
well.
Yeah.
And you send it in and you get 2%
That's
of
totally
your
fair.
fucking mark. You
Yeah.
show up for class, you do some work, you're going to pass the class.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of universities too that instead of maybe cutting back on class or leaving class sizes the way they were, they added, like, say a normal class would have been 30 in school.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're 60.
Right.
And now that's even worse because we talked about this a few weeks ago, whereas if you ask a question in the online chat, 30 other kids ask the same question, that professor isn't going to see it or
Gets
maybe
lost.
doesn't remember that you asked that question. Now you're fucked.
Yeah, I completely relate to that. I'm doing chemistry 1 this year. And usually like it's like in general a pretty big class, like maybe 200, 300 people. But they've just combined all the sections. So there's like 1,000 kids in this class.
Like that's insane.
Yeah.
That's what they've done for the apprentices in trade school too.
Yeah.
They smash the classes
It's so
together.
stupid.
60 plus kids.
Yeah. But the biggest issue for sure, at least how I find it, and I've talked to a lot of my buddies, they feel the same way with online school, is that like when you're like just doing regular university, you go to your lecture and that's just a part of your day, part of your schedule, and you go home and you do your work.
Yeah, you do your thing.
But doing lectures feels like it's not like incorporated into your schedule because like you can just do it at any time and they're pre-recorded. You got to take notes on them. And
yours are pre-recorded?
yeah, which is super nice.
That's nice. Well,
But the thing is, that-
Convenience aspect.
Yeah.
convenience. Like I'm recording all my classes, but like my class is still live.
yeah,
I just upload the recording later. So if maybe again, with the way of the world, if a student is sick and doesn't tune in, they at least don't completely miss out on class. But at the same time, I have a lot of problems with recording the classes because it's like if you don't show up, you miss the class.
yeah,
Because if we were in school right now and you miss class, you miss fucking class. There's maybe a PowerPoint presentation up there. Because at least for me, because like literally everything we're doing is hands on.
So did you find that the whole idea of going to lectures was like you got to get up, you got to leave class, walk to class, go out. It's like something to do.
it's something to do, and it's just ingrained in your schedule because it's like the same every week.
Mhm.
Like I know every Wednesday I have a chem lecture, right, or whatever.
So you got to be in building fucking 2
Exactly.
at 3:00 for this chemistry lecture.
Exactly. And yeah, the issue with it now is that it doesn't feel like it's part of your day. It just feels like more work. So like I've done like I'll do like 3-4 lectures in a day, and I feel like I will have done 5 hours of work that day. Whereas
Just sitting there.
in regular school, I would have done my lecture and I would have done my regular work. Let's say I did 3 hours of assignments. I would have just felt like I did 3 hours of assignments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually like broken up.
Yeah.
You've walked back, you've talked to other people, you've
Exactly.
seen your
Well,
roommates.
that's the other part too that a lot of students are missing out, especially ones in first year. You're meeting nobody or talking to nobody,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
in
feel
the
super
class.
bad for the
I
first
do
years.
too.
Yeah.
right? Like again, you have probably a bunch of buddies that are in the same program as you that you can reach out to, be like,
Exactly,
dude,
yeah.
what the fuck did we just learn?
Like what's happening? Exactly.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I don't understand anything.
Or even people that you just meet that become buddies through that class and stuff.
Mhm.
You're missing out on all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like when I was in college, I made a bunch of good buddies. And now that we're all in the same industry and licensure like that, it's good to talk to them, keep up with them. Hey, where are you working? It's good if you ever lose work, you can call them and get jobs.
yeah,
Also, these are friends you make from going to fucking school with each other.
yeah.
But if you're sitting on a fucking Zoom meeting, you're not meeting anybody. You're just sitting there fucking wanting to bash your head against a wall.
There's
I'm
no
sure.
Yeah, there's no natural way to like make friends
No.
in Zoom you.
No,
You're
absolutely not.
sliding into somebody's DMs.
Yeah. Yo, you look chill.
Can you do you see other people or no? Because it's pre-recorded, so it's not even a live.
It's pre-recorded. The only time I'll see people is like if I go to an optional tutorial or lab session.
Okay.
See, and we were told that it's like kids don't even need to put on their webcams. So I've maybe seen a handful of what my students actually look like. Other than that, it says their initials and like their little like
Pronouns.
Yeah.
profile picture. Because you know when you sign into Google, if you haven't changed your Google picture, for me it'd be like CS. For you it'd be CW. It just puts your initials in writing and the little thumbnail.
Okay.
That's literally all I see for kids.
Yeah. It depends on the professor because some of them are like, can you please turn on your webcams?
Why do they want to see?
See, that's the thing. We were told not to because somebody may be
Because someone's
sitting there,
beaten off.
or somebody may be there.
Let's be honest. That's the real reason.
Some
Someone
tenured
fucking-
professor
Someone's sitting there
is JOing
butt
to
naked,
first
just
years
woke up,
learning fucking
flipped on their
calculus.
computer and is just watching class.
Well,
Yeah.
you're telling me that someone hasn't put on a pre-recorded lecture or even in a live class, put on it and then minimize the tab and then start fucking perusing Pornhub at the same time?
Oh,
I
that's
guarantee
happened.
Guaranteed.
For
That-
sure.
that fucking happens
100%
90% of all in class meetings, I'm sure.
Fuck, I might have done that. I don't even remember.
The weirdest one that I heard of, I was literally talking about
I'm
this
joking,
today.
by the way.
I love how you
Yeah,
had
it
to
does-
clarify.
you don't have to clarify. It's fine. Everyone knows you're serious about everything you said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone knows that I did JO during my, during my Zoom meetings.
J or D.
Yeah.
I was talking with my cousin today. His girlfriend, fiance, she teaches at a pretty prestigious private school in Toronto.
Okay.
And I was asking what their schedule was. So they have half the school show up on off days, and they spent like $3 million plus to update all the rooms with this fucking Zoom equipment. So if her class is 30, 15 are there on Mondays, the other 15 are on some big monitor watching her teach the class live. So they still have to physically log in live or else they lose the lecture or the lesson, I guess. These are high school students as well. Just another interesting way I thought of. And then on Tuesday, those people that were watching online, they come and sit in the class, and the other ones are fucking on the monitor watching her teach.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't know
heard
what
a
the
lot of
advantage of that is, other than you have less people in the school at the same time, but it's a fucking big school.
Yeah.
See that I've heard other schools doing that where it's like you're in school for a week, out of school for a week, and like it just rotates, and it's like from fucking A to M is in school for the first week, and then N to Z is the second week.
Yeah, I suppose the
And they
only
just
benefit to
rotate,
that is
but-
that you can actually see people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're doing that at Williams too. I was talking
I
to some
just
people.
don't understand. Like,
Are they?
Yeah.
out
That's
of
how they're doing it.
Mhm. I think it's probably the whole GTA, I would assume.
Sure.
or
Yeah.
close to it, unless they've said fuck it for elementary school.
Well, I know that you have the option to opt out, but yeah, I guess if you're opting out and there's still kids in class, you got to find a way to sit. They're assigning you a seat in this class,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
you're physically there or not. The other thing I heard that was weird from family friends that go to the high school right here, they both opted out. I was talking to them, and they said, but the reason they opted out is because the maximum amount of time that they're actually going to be at school was only like 2.5, 3 hours per day, as opposed to like they're obviously with spares and shit like that too. But the one kid's only like grade 9 or 10. I don't even think he has spares. So out of his full day, he's got to hoof it all the way here. They live a couple lines over,
Sure.
in a little bit more country.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worth it for him to fucking come here 2-3 hours, and then
have to go
now
back.
it's 10:30, 11 in the morning. He doesn't drive, so his mom's probably working, so she can't come and get him. It just doesn't make any fucking sense for some people, I guess.
That's a pain in the ass. I don't know. If I had a kid right now, I would be like, "You're fucking staying home. I'll teach you. You might
It's a scary thought.
you might go back a couple years, but
We'll indoctrinate you. It's fine.
That's what school's for.
Yeah.
All teachers are heroes.
I just find it silly for a lot of the things that they're doing.
I tried something new as a topic for this show.
Good.
I did it while I was fucking packing up on Sunday morning, not out hunting. There was have you ever heard or seen of the show Oak Island?
No.
Or the Mystery of Oak Island?
No.
Just to preface, I've never watched a second of the show in my life. But what this show is, you know those like gold rush shows that like the shows that seem to be on for 10, 12 years on cable? Who's watching these shows? I don't know, but nothing really happens.
Right.
Like these cliffhanger type shows, like a Finding Bigfoot, for example. It's always like after the commercial, like, oh, what was that? And then comes back from commercial and it's like, oh, what was that? Oh, it's just me, Dave. Okay, cool. It's like one of those shows. It's a corny reality TV show. So what I did.
Well, you could have just said reality show. They're all kind of corny,
That's true. So
Except for The Bachelor.
the show is called The Curse of Oak Island.
if you ask Chris.
The Bachelor is not reality. It's real and it's love. Okay. So
And not corny.
I don't appreciate the slander. Are you guys interested at all in watching The Bachelorette?
I do want to watch an episode. But
You got
I
me
can't
hooked.
bring it to myself to fucking
Thank you.
watch it by myself at the house. I'm just not.
Yeah,
going to.
I'd feel like a fucking freak if I was by myself just watching
But like I know
The
Audrey's
Bachelorette
probably
That
not
is a
gonna
fair
watch
point.
as
it.
a 19-year-old man just
Yeah.
by himself.
That's
You know?
a fair point.
Yeah.
You do have better things to do, I'm sure.
Well,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
No one needs to know.
No one listening needs to know.
So the show is called The Curse of Oak Island. It's been on, I'm going to
It
say,
sounds familiar.
I've never watched it, but it's always on like the History Channel. So I work with some people and they watch it. I'm always like talking shit to them like, oh, what'd they find this week? Like, oh, they found a button. And it's like the whole like hour long, they wait all week to watch the show on Monday
It's
nights.
found a button.
They find a fucking button. So the Oak Island is this little island off the coast of Nova Scotia,
Okay.
which is like, they basically think it's Treasure Island and it's fucking small.
Is there treasure on it?
That's what they're trying to find. So I'm going to hit you with the background of Oak Island
None yet.
and then I'm going to tell you what I did for Oak Island.
Oh, you did it for them?
I did it for you guys.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So Oak Island has been the subject for treasure hunters ever since the late 1700s, with rumor that Captain Kidd's treasure was buried there. While there is little evidence to support this, it's like
So what you're saying is they were just bored and they're like, yo, there's definitely,
Well, it was
there's
the
gotta be
1700s.
fucking treasure here.
1700s people fucking talked a lot of shit, and there was always rumors of treasure, especially when there wasn't even fucking governments in North America that time. It was like, oh, there's fucking pirates running around everywhere.
Yeah.
And of course, a little island off the coast is a logical place where you would bury
Sure.
your treasure.
Maybe it's too logical though.
So
Now you're thinking.
Part, yeah. During early excavations, stories began to be published and documented as early as 1856. So people have been on and off this island ever since people have been coming to North America. You would have ran into it. So from the 1600s onwards, and there's been reports of treasure. Like there's some insane theories that I only discovered this from watching this one episode. So people think that the original Shakespeare manuscripts are buried on the island. Why you would need to hide those? I don't know why. Because aren't those like available in
they're-
public libraries?
They're valuable, bro. They're the originals.
Fair enough. So I guess that is treasure.
Oh, jeez.
Come
Now you're
on,
thinking.
Chris.
Marie Antoinette's jewels. Like there's like a million theories. It's like people like
Her balls?
yeah. Her
She identified.
yeah. She
Yeah.
was a
How do you know they didn't go through this back in
Well, for sure it
1700s?
did. That's why they offed all their heads.
Good.
what was the other one? Oh, they think it's like Templar treasure. So these people bought this island, and all they've been doing for the last 7 years is
Digging
filming
it up.
themselves, digging it up, and finding nothing.
Where'd you
So-
say this island was again?
Absolutely dick.
Huh?
Where'd you see this island
Off
was
the coast
again?
off the coast of Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Where do we watch this show?
On History TV for anyone who wants to watch it.
Okay.
So there was
Definitely don't.
there was this is like 7 a.m. and
Did you do a treasure hunt for us in the garage?
I did. It's a scavenger hunt. Just kidding. So there was a show called Curse of Oak Island. It was like a recap show, and it was their top 10 finds. I'm like, this is perfect. I've never watched this show. Season 8 started like last night or something. So there's been 8 fucking years of this show. I'm like, the top 10 finds has got to be good.
Yeah.
They got to have found something.
Yeah.
So I wrote down the top 10.
Okay. Can I guess?
I am excited.
Can we take a few guesses?
We can discuss every single one in depth if you want to. You guys want to guess?
I want to guess a couple.
You want to guess a couple? All right, go
I
for
want
it.
Lucas guess them.
We formulate a guess here.
Okay.
You go.
Sex swing.
No.
What'd you say?
A sex swing?
Yeah.
They dug up a
Sex
sex
swing.
swing.
Hey, they might have
From
from
the
the fucking
1700s.
1700s, bro.
Okay.
Anyway, so these
Historical
people think that it's
facts.
Templar treasure. That's like the main running theory,
Templar
to my
treasure.
understanding, from this 1 hour of
Find it.
watching this show
Yeah.
and a Wikipedia Google.
Okay.
Copper toilet.
All right.
Copper
No,
shitter.
absolutely not. So number 10.
So bad.
Number 10
I
is
nailed that for sure.
a Spanish ship nail.
Spanish.
That's the 10th most important find. So this is like
a nail.
a nail. So like if you're going to
Just
go to the
one.
top 10, you think that number 10 is going to be good. Like when you go to top 10 songs of all time,
Okay, can I
number
guess-
10 is a great fucking
Probably
song.
stronger
Can
by
I guess
Kanye
what-
West, at least.
Yeah.
Can I guess what 9 is?
Yeah.
The board?
Huh?
The board that the nail was
Wooden
driven
board.
into? Is that number 9?
No.
Fuck.
So let me explain number 10.
They didn't
So
even find a board.
number 10, they found a fucking spike that was probably like 6 inches long. And the girl who was like, they took it to the University of Halifax or one of the ones there,
Sure.
and they dated it and shit. And they're like, it's from a ship now. And that it's like they
Supposedly.
found, yes. Well, it is. It was from a Spanish ship now.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like that could have also, back in those days, they reused fucking everything. So that could have been pulled out and hammered into something that was on something that in 1850
Or someone.
or someone, whatever.
Both.
You're looking at it.
Yeah, it
differently.
could have been used in the ship, and they're like, we need a fucking nail for this guy.
The moral of the story, I think, is that it's an extremely underwhelming find for number 10.
Yeah.
A ship nail.
Okay, I want
It's a
to
little
know
lame.
the rest now.
All right, Oak Island number 9. Fuck, I wrote this down. I should have been more specific. I literally said, this is literally what number 9 says. A find of nothing. I literally think that number 9, they found nothing. And they were like talking about it. It was like a potential find.
But it wasn't anything. Okay, you need to look this up. my guy.
Above the nail, though.
Oh my God, this is even better because this list that I wrote down is super not specific.
Nice.
I guess at the time, like, I'll remember this.
Yeah, totally not. Hence why I'm writing shit down.
Chris, you didn't remember the Oak Island
I
discoveries.
didn't. That's my bad.
That's
bro.
a shock.
Come on.
So number 9, I believe, was they like did some surveying and they discovered that there might or may not be something buried further down. It was literally a find. Like that's why I wrote a find of nothing, because the
they
number
literally
9
found
find
nothing.
on the list of top 10 finds was not a find at all. It was like maybe, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Let us dig 100 feet down and we'll
that's
tell you.
every option.
That's every
Maybe
option.
you find something
Yeah.
or you don't.
So that was number 9. Number 8 was a chapel. They thought they found the chapel vault, which was it's basically a treasure box. Again, watching this because I've never watched the show. Clearly, there's been a lot of fucking cockamamie theories thrown around on this show. So I guess one of the theories is that they built this wooden box and then encased it in concrete and buried it 160 feet down on this island.
Okay.
So they think they found that.
So what? They
They drilled a hole, like a 6-inch hole down,
okay.
and then the guy's drilling, they drilled
just
all the way
stopped?
down, and he's like, I think we're hitting something hard. Feels almost like wood. And then they're like, whoa, wow, cool. And then they got a bigger drill out, and then they drilled down, and then they found nothing.
So he hit a rock.
He hit a rock.
Yeah.
That's number 8. That's number 8 find.
Uh,
Again, it's not a find in my
where
mind.
where
when
did
did we
these
get our
guys
number
go
8?
for their education?
I don't know. I haven't watched the show.
Very curious.
I'm
Are
not.
they from Brazzers?
Yes. I'm not disparaging. I'm not disparaging these guys at all. They're trying to find some shit, and I hope they do.
Sure.
Because there's only like 2 things interesting on here out of the whole thing. Like it just goes to show the moral of
I
this.
know what happened.
What happened?
The ghost took it.
The ghost.
Yeah, so they hit the box, but when they drilled down with a bigger drill, they vanished it.
So what they think happened is the box is sitting on a 90-degree angle, and they think they hit the corner of the box. And then when they pulled back up and pushed down, they actually just hit the corner of the box and pushed it like that into the silt and seawater out of the way. And then they drilled through and hit nothing. Again, that's what I would say if I was finding nothing repeatedly
Yeah.
and spending
I
millions
just
of
don't
dollars to do that.
see it
Like, no,
going that
we
way.
touched it for sure with the drill.
Mhm. I think again, watching the show was very confusing because they say these things as if
they
you-
found it.
no, as if you know what the fuck they're talking about. So like number 8 is the chapel box, obviously. I mean, we all
Yeah.
know about the chapel box.
We've all seen it.
we've all-
Well, okay, now to be fair, if you're watching the
You probably are
top
familiar
10,
with the show.
yeah.
You're either a diehard fan of Oak Island or you
Yeah.
have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I was
Yeah.
in the latter of that category. Those 2 categories. So I'm like, this is an interesting show because they haven't found anything. We've gone through 3 items on the list.
Yep.
What was the first one? They found a ship nail,
A ship now.
and it was
Yeah.
like in 6 inches of dirt.
Then they found nothing.
I
You're
love
in
the
geo-
fact that nothing is above a ship nail.
There's
Now, to
3
be
more
fair
nothings
to
on this
Chris's-
list.
Oh, perfect.
To be fair to Chris's notes, it could have been that supposedly, like Chris was saying, that they found something.
This
but didn't
whole show
actually
is
find it.
basically them just like
speculating.
speculating, coming up with theories. Like then they'll talk to like some French guy who.
How do
like,
I get on?
Easily, just give them money and you can go on the show.
I ain't got that, so
And you're asking me as if I'm the producer
I think
of this television.
I'm a
series.
little more educated.
You're the
than these guys,
ambassador
because I
for
think
sure.
if I was drilling down, I'd know if I hit a box or not.
Okay, so this is actually something I did want to talk to you about. I'm glad that this was part of my reason for doing this. You're in geology,
Yeah.
so there is a natural buildup of dirt over time.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So like the soil grows by X amount of inches per X amount of years.
Even I know.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. This wasn't my point. This wasn't my question.
I think CJ's trying to say that he's a geologist.
After like
Yeah.
400
I'm
years, and
saying
I-
they should put me on the show.
They should.
then fucking apply. After like 400 years, I guess this
do you want to do my courses for me, actually?
No,
You probably should.
no, I definitely don't.
If you feel like failing out of university,
Then I'll do
I'm
it.
already
give it to
doing
the
that.
give it to
Give
the
it
college
me.
professor.
Yeah, give it to me.
How many? Because a lot of these finds, I thought when they were digging,
Mhm.
it was like they would like just like push over some dirt and be like, "Oh fuck, there it is." And I would have thought after like 400 years there would be more dirt. Now again, it's an island.
Yeah.
I guess maybe if it was on mainland, more wind, more buildup of soil over less time, or like is 2 inches sort of typical for like say 400 years?
Okay. I don't know like the exact rates, and like obviously they vary like everywhere
For
and
sure.
depending on everything. I'm a second-year geology student.
You're a professor.
Yeah, I'm basically a professor. But I would imagine 400 years is not a lot. Like it wouldn't get that deep. 400 years.
Now,
So a couple inches is not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't
But-
want to say that definitively, but I wouldn't expect it to be super deep.
I wasn't expecting
Like,
it to be a foot
I don't
plus.
think you would need a drill to go down 400 years in like the soil, like
Yeah, to
the soil
find
template.
this.
but
thing.
now, being an island, could it possibly be that it's losing more shit
If it's an
than
island,
than it's gaining?
well, it depends. It depends if the sea level there is rising or lowering. But I would assume for the most part, probably losing. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
2 inches I could see it being plausible.
But I would think an inch every 100 years is quite a bit of buildup, anyways.
Maybe.
I mean, it depends.
Maybe
We're-
more.
None of us know what the fuck we're talking
Nobody
about.
knows what we're talking about here.
So number
Lucas will know.
number
next
7
year.
was a red
Yeah.
was a red gem that
Yeah,
was
that's very
that
cool.
was hand cut and it was 400 years old. And they found that like
How
a
do
couple
you,
inches
how do
down.
they determine?
They go to
year?
like they take it to experts and stuff
It's
like that.
carbon dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guy was like, and the guy
Genuine
looked at
question.
it,
Yeah.
and you can tell like it's been hand carved and stuff. There's
Yeah.
the way that they did it, it was clear.
That's cool as fuck.
So that was
Yeah.
400 years, and
So
again,
that should have been number one, unless number one's outstanding.
it's okay.
So that literally should have been number one.
But
They
anyway,
found a gem.
One thing about the dating you're saying though, that's the one thing for sure. Like we know with carbon dating, you can get like super accurate up to
Couple hundred years,
a
right?
couple thousand years. A couple thousand years, you can get pretty accurate.
On certain items, though.
Yeah, if they have carbon in them, or naturally they have carbon in them. Yeah,
That's cool.
carbon 14, I think. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they found this red gem, and again,
Have
the
you
fact-
dealt with element 115?
No.
they've only recreated it a couple times.
He would say that though.
I've said that.
No, but he can't tell us if he actually did.
I am the CIA shill. Yeah. I got MK Ultra before I came here.
That is
That's
that is a great expression, by the way. MK Ultra. My cousin's fiance was saying something like that, and he's like, "Everyone, all those fucking MK Ultra motherfuckers out there." And I'm like, "That is a great fucking line." I
good.
never heard it before. It's really good. So
Wanna
anyway,
explain to our
this thing
audience?
is interesting in the fact that it's 400 years old. Cool, but also the fact that I think it's only worth like $15 now. But the fact that people have known to be on this island for 400 or 500 years is not cool. Find.
Sure.
This is number
Not
7 on the list.
extravagant.
Like, again, I was expecting more from this show.
Now, could it have been? Was it found in a ring or just a gem?
I think it was a gemstone that was. It was surrounded by some little. It was almost like a brooch.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So it was
it was-
man-made.
It was 100%
Somebody-
man-made. They
Okay.
confirmed.
Somebody definitely lost it a few years
It could have
prior.
fallen off a coat.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
A few years prior, it was passed down generation to generation. Somebody lost it.
The thing that
Ended up on the ground.
Now they.
the thing that
fucking
I
gave
put it
away.
down to is they always like just make extraordinary leaps on these things. It's like they find a 400-year-old gemstone, which in itself is cool. And again, people have been on this island 400 years ago. That's
Yeah.
for sure. So if it came off some guy's coat while they were like staying there one night during a storm, that's a piece of history. Really interesting.
Yeah.
For sure.
But where they go from, that's the most likely possibility to. This guy probably lost it while he was digging the treasure pit 160 feet down.
They go straight to that.
There's no in between on this show.
Yeah.
It's like we found a gemstone. It probably was from one of the guys that dug the original treasure. And it
Or-
wasn't even like a very rare
Who
stone
said
either.
it? Maybe he was just the bitch boy who was carrying all the treasure out and it dropped.
But but this stone that they found, it wasn't valuable at its time. It was like just
No,
like
no,
a
it's
piece of
just shit, though.
decoration.
I'm saying he was carrying the treasure out and it fell out of his box of treasure.
See again, big leaps.
That's what I'm
Is the
saying.
moral of this
That's what
story.
I'm saying.
I think it's just because they think their audience is stupid, right?
Well,
So they need something like more interesting than
Chris found
whatever
it.
is.
It's just fucking. It's just a cliffhanger show. It's like they
Yeah.
just continue to find nothing.
it's like Storage Wars.
Yeah, they did one of these like clips, and it was like from another like honorable mention, and they found a bunch of like coins and like a few things. This guy's like, "Oh, look, this fucking piece of leather," and then they go to like the people that date it, and this girl's like, "It's tree bark." And that whole
She's like slowly
and I'm
chipping it
sure that
away.
whole show, the guy was like speculating, like, I wonder what this is probably like off of a piece of boot. Maybe it was like a leather handle from one of the shovels they used to dig it. And the girl's like, it's tree bark, you
Yeah.
fucking dummy.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends and you forget about that they found nothing.
They
And you just
literally-
waste
they
a
found
full
tree
hour
bark.
of your life watching the show
Yo, they found
Learning
tree bark,
absolutely
Chris.
zero.
Chris, they found tree bark.
on an island with
Could've been
trees.
hundreds of
Weird.
years.
400-year-old tree bark.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could have been hundreds of years old.
Most likely, I bet.
I don't know. If
Stop
tree bark
knocking their
survives
vines,
400
bro.
Years.
Number 6, a gold-plated brooch off of a uniform, mostly made of copper, and it had some gold, like speckled painting. That was found on season 6 of the show. So that was to
Still
the
had
point
paint
in
on
this
it.
whole top down was like the most significant, interesting find, and that took 6 seasons of the show to get to that point. And that was, and I looked it up today. There's like 22 episodes per season.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
So
What did they
there's
do?
hundreds of episodes of nothing going on.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Maybe we should start watching that rather than The Bachelorette.
All right, so now we're into the top 5.
At least these guys don't break up.
Yeah. We should watch both at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now you're talking.
Left brain, right brain.
Yeah.
Number 5, they found a piece of a book binding, 160 feet deep, and this is what I was talking about. There was a theory that there was original Shakespeare manuscripts dated on things. So again, they go from the most logical conclusion to this is the one thing that I didn't understand about watching this. At one point, there was some sort of thing that was dug out that was very deep on this island. It's all filled in with seawater and dirt and stuff like that. So they don't know what the fuck the reasoning for that is, and they think it's because it's a treasure trove.
There's a nuclear bunker.
100%.
Yeah.
In the pre-dynastic terms.
Yeah.
So again, they go from a piece of a book binding, and all those days they all had fucking Bibles and stuff like that, to it's probably a piece of one of Shakespeare's original manuscripts. Without any evidence to say these things, they're just like they just go to the most like insane theory.
Yeah.
And it, like when I say a piece, like a piece the size of a quarter. And they took it again to the University of Halifax. They put it in their fancy machines. Like, yeah, it's a piece of a fucking book binding, anywhere from 200 to 400 years old.
Yeah.
It's cool that you found that,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that there's a fucking buried treasure on the island.
No.
Again, all it's showing is that there's been people on the
cool
island.
shit probably if you dug out in the fucking field down the street.
Yeah. You know what it is that they definitely ask the people at the university, like, could it possibly be this? Could it possibly be shit?
And
That
it's
is
a-
true.
And they're like,
could
like,
be.
probably not, almost definitely not. Maybe there's a chance it could be. And
Yeah.
they just roll with
Can't
that.
100%
You
say
can't say no to
but
anything.
Yeah.
And I
Let's be real.
It's probably,
Probably not.
Yeah.
most certainly not. So that's number 5. What do you guys think of this list so far? Like, pretty underwhelming?
Pretty dog
This is
shit.
fucking hilarious.
It is,
It
right?
is funny as
like,
fuck.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I would have put the gem as of now as number 1.
You had me hooked when you put number 9 as nothing. I was just super
Yeah,
into
that-
it then.
I was like
I thought
shocked.
the rest of it was going to be nothing. And Chris just put
Nail.
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then Chris forgot what the nothings were.
Number 4, they found a piece of human bone 165 feet deep. A little piece. They don't know what part. It was definitely human. And then they found another piece like on the opposite side of the island, like a couple inches down. That was it. Like they didn't even go into like crazy theories. But they're now, I guess maybe they kind of did like, oh, maybe it's one of the people that tried to find the treasure before got locked in there.
I'm surprised they didn't change the name of the show to Murder Island.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the mystery of Oak Island, which means anything can happen within a mystery, right?
Mystery.
Murders are encompassed.
Yeah. So they found a human bone on number 4. Cool.
Okay.
Number,
Next. Next.
Dope.
number
Hang on. Was it Jesus?
What?
Was it Jesus?
That
You
they
can't
Yeah.
rule it out.
There you go.
Thank you, Lucas.
There you go.
Chris is looking at me like an idiot.
God
I'm
bless.
just trying to be part of the show here. I'm trying to get on, Chris.
Oh my god. Well, you should have fucking watched a terrible show. You should have done some production notes, my friend. Number 3.
Doing the production notes.
That's true. You're writing the slogans down. So number 3, they went and did some seismic mapping of a swampy area that was apparently a man-made swamp on the island.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually cool.
It is cool. They mapped the ground, something that looks like a ship that's 40 feet wide by 200 feet long, and it's 55 deep within the swamp. And they're apparently, again, I found this out from watching this. There's rumors that it was like a Spanish, what the fuck's the word for a ship? A galleon or something like that.
Galleon.
Galleon, Spanish galleon. There was like one of those boats that also was there trying to find the treasure, or maybe buried the treasure on the island, and they think it's in that swamp.
Maybe they crashed their ship and they built the swamp so they had somewhere to build the ship.
And someone dropped a nail.
And then it all came crashing down.
Yeah.
Now number 10 and number 3 are starting to interconnect.
Maybe there's a person that fucking got ripped apart and flung across the entire island. One bone landed over there, the other bone landed on the other side.
Dude, Mystery of Oak Island.
Dude,
needs to
I'm
hire
telling you.
us.
Yeah.
Solved.
We
Yeah,
will make their
we
story
are the
lines.
new fucking Oak Island
Jesus.
masters. Next.
Hit us
Any
up.
other brain busters?
I don't know.
I
These
thought,
are
see,
not
I thought
good.
we would actually entertain these, and you're just like, maybe the ship exploded, and then they found a
Hey.
bone over here and a bone over
Hey,
there.
maybe that gunpowder.
The thing looks like
exploded.
it's intact though at some point.
I didn't see the
actually
ship
interesting.
exploded. I just said it fell. And again, some guy's leg got caught and ripped off and fucking flung to the other side.
Yeah, so that was the most interesting thing so far to see them like do all the seismic data. They like did a bunch of explosions, like 2,200 explosions or
Yeah,
some
yeah.
shit
Mhm.
to map the whole ground. And this one, the experts that they did talk to were actually, they were the ones that were like entertaining it the most. Or like, again, we're not going to say 100% what this is, but like there's definitely some sort of anomaly that needs to be explored. So
Yeah.
I'm sure season 8 is going to be like, oh, we got to dig out the swamp now and find this fucking
Yeah.
ship. And I hope they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I
number
hope they
3.
find
So
the ship.
again, number 3 still isn't even a find.
Mhm.
Nope.
They didn't find. They just fucking did like a little bit of sonar, and they're like, maybe it's something. Also, maybe it's a fucking rock formation of some sort.
Like Bessie.
Yeah. Number 2, they found a Spanish coin in the swamp with the year 652 on it. That's authentic.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's old as fuck.
Yeah. Again, all these finds are proving that for sure there was people on the island, which they already knew.
Yeah.
That was it. So that was an interesting find. And then this one, All right, so I'm watching this show. The power's been flickering on and off. Number 2, and they're like, all right, and number 1, and then the power goes out.
Wow.
Out 100%. And I didn't look up what number 1 was until about 10 minutes before you guys got
You
there.
remember.
I forgot about the show. So it was a lead cross from Europe. It could not have been made in North America based on the material of the lead.
Okay.
It was the guy that some fucking Swiss guy that they sent it to, some lab. So they actually use like references from mines throughout Europe to actually find which mine it came out of.
Holy shit.
So like he's like, I checked like mines in like 1800s. It wasn't from there. I went back further. The one that he found, it came out of the south of France in the year 1300.
Holy.
And it was this lead cross they found on the island. So
That's cool as fuck.
that thing is old as fuck for sure.
Yeah.
Now, whether it arrived on the island in the year 1300,
Or
who knows?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that someone didn't have it 200 years later and was on the island.
yeah.
I thought that one was really interesting because of just how the expert was talking about how they find. I didn't even know that they could like cross-reference the materials within the lead and be like, oh yeah, it came out of this mine in the south of France,
At this
which
time.
was only open from 1298 to 1402.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's super interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. So that was the number 1 find. It's still a bit underwhelming though,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, for number 1, yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I
But
was
it's
really
cool.
hoping they were going to find something cool.
It's also weird to think that they were like Spanish in like a island off of Nova Scotia.
Mhm.
Like they're more like
so many explorers back then. though.
like that was
But
more like
Span-
French and British though.
Yeah, North America, like no, but this is just the history. Like, like you said, was French and British almost predominantly.
In Canada and like northern US.
Yeah,
Like I mean, Spain had everything on lockdown though.
South of there.
Everything south of there,
including an
yeah.
entire continent.
Yeah,
But
and that's sort of dropped the ball. But
yeah, no, I thought the Spanish thing was interesting as well. Again,
Mhm.
because there's not a whole lot of documented things of
Because
Spanish.
they crashed on that island.
There you go.
The one ship that they sent off. This is not happy.
Well, this is what I'm confused at. So we talk about like conspiracy theories and shit like
Yeah.
that, and then like we entertain them.
Yeah.
And then this one, you're just like, it crashed in the swamp. It's done.
No,
you're missing.
I'm playing the story out
You're
here.
missing. You're missing the.
I'm
You're missing.
solving this.
You're missing the
mystery.
most interesting part is the fact that the history of North America, Spanish didn't explore this part of North America, but they're finding coins there and Spanish
ships
related
and crosses,
ships and crosses on this island of Canada that they weren't even really there. I'm sure maybe passed by boats and shit at certain points,
Sure.
but that was all already colonized by Britain and France,
Yeah.
who were fighting with each other over that land. So if Spain rolls up, it would have been written down somewhere that Spain's trying to fucking invade North America and get a chunk of it.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were this close to held
Actually
British
doing
territory doing something in the year 1600, again, that coin could be 100 years old by the time it found its way onto that island. Maybe, I doubt it.
Well, 600 it would have to be like almost 1,000 years old.
Could
No,
have
sorry,
also
1600.
could have
Oh,
also
okay.
come from a British ship that took over a fucking Spanish
Yeah,
ship.
it could have
They
come
coulda
from
had a
anywhere.
fucking sweet ass battle.
Yeah.
Shooting cannons at
Doing,
each other.
what was that Assassin's Creed one?
Oh,
the pirate- that
Black
was like
Flag
Black
or
Flag.
something like that.
That was a good one.
That was fun. The ships were fun.
Did you ever
I didn't
play
get
much
into that
Assassin's
until like
Creed?
a year
I've never
after.
played a single Assassin's Creed game.
I really enjoyed those games.
The first 3 were the best.
I played the first 6.
I heard Black Flag.
I
was
played
very good.
I played a lot of them, but for me, the stories and like the actual like just game itself, I enjoyed the first 3 over all of them. They just released a new one.
Yeah, that one's the Viking
Valhalla.
one. That one looks cool.
That one looks good. Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
They just apologized. They just got like the fucking stupid cancel culture shit. They got in trouble because they described one of their characters as a burn victim, and she's like a shit. Like her character is she has burns on her back, and she's embarrassed of them, and that's her character in the story.
Okay.
And then they called it like ableist and like aggressive towards people with disabilities because they described the fact that she had disabilities
Yeah.
or like disfigurements. And so they had to apologize for stating it didn't make any sense why they even had to apologize in the first place. It was really fucking dumb.
Yeah,
but they
that
still
doesn't
did
make any
it.
sense.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
why they cave in.
why they cave into just
Not
like the
even
ones
why.
that don't make any sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's certain things that are so ridiculous that you
Like, why are you
shouldn't
entertaining
kowtow
it
to.
because some asshole on Twitter said it?
Yeah.
Well, they do that all the time now.
It's dumb.
It is, but it's
Yeah.
everybody's fucking doing it.
Yeah. So it was like disabled and ableist language or something like that. And they were literally just describing one of the characters.
Also,
Like,
I mean,
sorry.
I don't get the logic. Wouldn't that be progressive because you're representing people who,
I think in theory.
right? I mean,
You're-
I don't know.
Isn't the whole thing that they always bitch about is like lack of representation in media and stuff
Right.
like that?
Yeah.
And then when
And
they
then-
represent it, they get fucking
They get
pounded
shit on
because they
it.
didn't do it exactly
And
to.
then you wonder why the next people don't fucking put them in
Yeah.
because they don't want to get fucking.
Well, because you can never
Cancel.
win. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. I've said this before to Chris and I've said it again. I'm not a believer in eugenics, but if we could just round up everyone on Twitter who has a check mark next to their
A
name,
blue check mark.
I
yeah.
think the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
They do seem to be the ones fucking causing all the havoc. Do you have anything you want to fucking discuss? I got a bunch of shit I want to talk about.
Fire away.
China just got named to the UN Human Rights Commission.
You should just leave it
Shut
on
the
top
fuck
of
up.
Yeah. How fucking hilarious is that?
That is hilarious. Well, terrifying, but hilarious.
China just got named to the UN Human Rights Commission, who's currently running they have 2 million people in concentration camps right now. The Uyghur Muslims, I think.
It's rivaling the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
literally committing a genocide with real concentration camps in China right now, and they just got named to the Human Rights Council, who's supposed to. I looked up their fucking what they're supposed to stand for in the Human Rights Council, and they're supposed to be protecting the rights of. Here we go. Freedom of association and assembly, which China's known for. They
Yeah.
really like their protest,
Yeah.
Tiananmen Square. They're big fans of that.
That didn't happen.
Never happened. Freedom of expression, they love that. Freedom of belief in religion, it's weird because it's like they have Muslims in concentration camps right now. Women's rights, LGBT rights, and rights of racial and ethnic minorities. That's what the Human Rights Commission is supposed to uphold. And they
Sure.
just put fucking China on the board.
Well, they're doing great in all those camps.
So I looked up who else is on the board.
Okay.
Do you guys want to take some fucking crack at
Saudi
this?
Arabia.
Yep, they were on.
Yes.
They just got off this year. They were on the last 3 years.
Hey, you know what, man? They let women drive a year ago.
Oh
So,
my god.
Very progressive.
I count that as progress.
And 3 years ago, they let them ride bikes, all on their own.
God bless.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing what women can do if we let them?
Wow. It's insane.
Fucking,
What the fuck?
people actually listen to the UN as if they have good ideas. This was my whole point of like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, if this doesn't explain what a joke of an organization this really is, and the fact that people and governments of the world actually listen to anything that they say
yeah.
is hilarious to me.
Jesus.
League of Nations 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. And the League of Nations got found out to be a joke of what it was
Yeah.
previous to World War II. So, do you guys want to hear the current sitting members of this board?
I would love to.
I'm just going to hit you with the
I definitely
top,
wanna
the
know.
good ones. Pakistan,
Okay.
Sure. Naturally.
Okay.
Russia,
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Cuba. They've never killed dissidents before. Who else do we have here? Brazil, definitely not part of a fascist
No,
dictatorship
definitely
right now.
No, definitely not.
Venezuela, they're doing really well.
Yeah.
They're currently nailing it. Haven't shot anybody in the streets lately.
Mm-mm.
Who else do we have? There was a fucking another one. Oh, Afghanistan,
Oh.
known for their women's rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When
When I go to
previous
reference
members
stuff, that's where I go.
include Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Rwanda. There's never been a genocide there
Perfect.
within the last 30 years.
Who chooses
The UN. That's the whole thing. It's a joke. Like, exactly. Who are the fucking
But
jagaloons in
I'm
charge
not-
of putting this
yeah.
on? Like, the optics of this are insane.
Retarded.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any fucking sense to me, even whatsoever.
You've
us
heard
on
it
the
here
board.
first. 2 season of podcast is denouncing the UN.
We are.
Put us on the board.
Yeah, we're going on a list. We're going onto the next
We want to
plane.
be
at
on the list.
We're going to the next concentration camp in China.
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there's like nice countries like Nepal, which they're known for having mountains.
Yeah.
I think Nepal's population is like 38.
I think Nepal had a pretty brutal revolution like 20 years ago. I could be wrong.
Was it that recently?
Like 90s or 2000s,
Oh
I think.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Indonesia, they behead people.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
them.
There's some fuck shit going on in Indonesia and Philippines that like nobody knows about.
Talk about it. I want to know.
Man, there's some. I mean, you know, ISIS was in the Philippines.
Yes.
That's crazy.
They were there when your sister was there.
Yes,
Yikes.
that's
So,
what's terrifying.
Yeah,
about that.
I was in school, and Antonia was traveling in the Philippines with her friend.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're going to like this. I'm like, what's planned for the next like week or whatever? I'm like, we're going to this like resort for a couple days. She's like, I'll talk to you later. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't hear from her for the next 3.5, 4 days. And like after the first day, I'm like, okay, she's traveling, whatever. It's like dodgy thing. But then
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't heard anything for days, and I've been like, we've been keeping track this
Yeah.
whole time.
Shoot me a text.
Then so
I'm
I like text her mom. I'm like, do you know what part of the thing? She's like, oh, she's in like the fucking Chocolate Mountains. So I Google the fucking Chocolate Mountains of Philippines, which a week before this happened, they were just invaded by like a sect of ISIS, and there was like a bunch of shit going on.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So and now I haven't heard from fucking Antonia in 4 days, and they're in the middle of this fucking province, which is currently
She
out
got
like in the middle. Yeah, that's why I thought she was fucking
Jesus.
legitimately abducted. Like I was nervous as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just turned out that they were in like this nice place, blissfully unaware in the jungle that didn't have any sort of connection.
Well, that's
But I
nice.
was like fucking freaking out for a little while.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
fucking
blame you.
terrifying.
Yeah. This is 3 years ago. Like they were like pretty much in the thick of like an insurgency from ISIS.
ISIS was
in
pretty
Philippines
big
at
then.
the time.
I think, I mean, I don't want to claim this. I think ISIS is gone from the Philippines. Or for the most part, it's like super small at least. But they still have a lot of like religious insurgents in
Yeah.
the Philippines there. And like the media never talks about it. Like you would have no idea.
No,
Like I just came across this and like, how the fuck have I never heard about this?
the,
That's like a
the
lot of shit,
Philippines
though, with the media,
president
though.
has like murder gangs that ride around on motorcycles and murder people that they think are doing drugs.
Yeah.
No trial. Like they'll just roll up and drive by your ass.
Boom. Gone.
Boom, gone.
He
That's
said
it.
something about giving everybody a gun as long as you use it to kill your local drug dealer or some shit. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Get your
like,
drugs first.
Get your drugs first and then
Yeah.
cap them.
Yeah.
You know,
Awful.
be
our,
smart.
Our buddy, when he was in Thailand, I think they saw like a group of like Westerners getting herded away on like a government like thing with like sacks over their head on the way to like get executed. And there were like 2 Australians that were caught with like drugs in Thailand. Like they kill people for drugs. The governments kill people for drugs over there. It's no fucking joke.
Yeah, it's no nonsense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, the president of Philippines is a fucking
That
goon.
scared me.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah. One of our project managers is like one of the wealthiest families of Thailand. It's pretty like the shit that he tells me is like they land and they get off the plane, their private plane, and they walk straight into a helicopter and fly to their plantation. And they don't leave until they fucking fly back. They have a bunch of nice cars, but they can only drive them within the property because he's like, as soon as someone sees it, they'll just kill you. That's it. It's done. Because it's so poor, right? So anyone that has any sort of wealth, they'll just kill you to take your wealth. It's just that
What?
it's rough. Yeah, it's a rough existence
Holy
for
shit.
a lot of people out
Fuck.
there. But let's talk about fucking pronouns. This is important. Shit that should make the news.
Yeah.
China's fucking got a concentration camp. When was the last time that shit was on the news?
Never.
Never.
Not
I don't
recent,
watch the
yeah.
news, so I have no idea.
Did you see the fucking the interview? It's like 2 months ago when like that drone footage came out of like them herding all these Muslims onto like literal cattle cars. Did you guys see this video?
I've never seen it, no.
Okay, so this is what broke this story. So there's drone footage of
I don't think it broke the story. People have known about the concentration camps for years.
they've known about the like ethnic cleansing,
yeah.
but they didn't know of like how systematic it was. They knew that there was like
yeah.
they knew that they were basically like trying to like get rid of their culture, but they didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
And then there was this drone footage, and it's hundreds or thousands of guys, and they're all blinded and gagged and bound, and they're being loaded onto fucking train cars,
Jeez.
like from 1940 fucking 2 shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and this fucking country just got named to the human rights camp. They're looking out for the rights of the humans of the world. That's what they're supposed to be doing right now.
Well, they're definitely not doing that.
No,
I
they
can
are
tell you that
fucking
right now. So
Absolutely not doing
whoever
that
put
right
them
now.
on the board needs to lose their job. I think.
they're struggling with it.
Yeah.
right now.
I don't think they understood what it meant.
So
by
Maybe got
being on
lost in
that board.
translation.
Yeah.
there was this controversy about around when Mulan came out, because I think in the end credits, or like right after the last scene, they thanked this security force in the region that they filmed in China, and that security force is literally the guards of the concentration camps in that area. It's like a special security force, and people are like, "Don't watch, like boycott Mulan or
Yeah.
whatever," because
I think
Disney thanked the guards for looking out, letting them film. Meanwhile, these are the guards, literal actual
have you
concentration
seen
camps.
Mulan?
I haven't.
Okay, so what I heard, like, this has nothing to do with what you were talking about, but what I heard, because it like was advertised on Disney Plus, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
What I heard is that it, like, up until now or whenever, it hasn't actually been released. So for you to watch it, you have to pay for Disney Plus and pay for the movie.
Yeah, you gotta pay extra.
Oh, they hit you twice?
Yeah, they hit you twice.
Okay, so
How
watch this.
stupid is that? What the fuck?
But yeah, the because they have
Dude, that's
they have
literally a DJI fucking drone.
There's the
It's
guards.
only 32 meters
Look.
high.
they're all
they're blindfolded.
they're blindfolded. They're
Holy
in prison outfits.
fuck.
Shaved
They're
heads.
sitting in rows on the ground, and you're gonna see them fucking start loading these guys like one at a time and putting them onto trains.
Holy shit. That's literally probably just some
That's
dude
Nazi
flying
Germany. Is
their-
what that is.
If this was in black and white, you would think it was from 1942.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at this.
Dude, that's literally, if you were to fly the drone I have in my house, that's literally what you see.
So I didn't know this. So I
Mhm.
started I didn't know that any of this shit was
Oh,
happening until recently. How fucked is that?
That's super fucked.
So then I started looking into like what the fuck is going on in this region of thing. So most of the hair for the entire world's wigs comes out of this area, but
Okay.
like in disproportionate amount,
Yeah.
which definitely isn't suspicious. Organs are fucking. You can go to China right now and get a fucking heart tomorrow, and a lot of journalists and stuff like that have tied the direct connection to the concentration camps is funding a fucking organ thing in China. Like
Jeez.
that's how they're getting. Like if you need
Yeah.
an organ
Go
transplant,
to China.
heart transplant, you go to China and you can get one. And that's why they're so widely available there, because they're fucking killing their citizens by the fucking thousands and just harvesting their organs and selling their hair and trying to destroy their culture. And that shit doesn't make the fucking news. And they're part of the human rights for watching the entire world. And nobody fucking talks about it.
Fucked, man.
And Disney's giving them kudos.
And Disney's giving those guards you saw that were ushering those people in, whatever their police force is called, was who Disney thanked at the end of their movie. Those people specifically that you just saw herding
Okay.
people onto fucking
But
cattle
now-
cars.
now-
Disney
wasn't-
thanked the Chinese Gestapo.
Yes.
Now, the
SS,
new the new
basically.
Milan, I thought that was just an updated animation. Or is it an
It's
actual
live
live
action,
action.
right? I don't remember Mulan. Are they fighting in the desert? Or because that would be all of Western China, which is where they're
So
doing
I think
it.
in this
I don't
one it
remember.
was a desert, because I think this
Yeah.
Mulan was supposed to be more like accurate to the story and shit.
Did
Yeah.
you know Mulan?
So it's 100% the security forces because that's where they have the concentration camps.
It's in that part of China, and it's in that province that they
Yeah.
shot
and they
it in.
would need security forces because that place is dangerous
Yes.
for sure.
I almost want to say fucking Disney, if they wanted to film there and do shit there, were almost forced to use them.
You
Well,
probably
yeah,
have to.
You would have had to use their security
But like it
forces.
probably
because you have
was in their
Turkmenistan near there, which is like
It's
basically
sketchy.
like a legit version of ISIS, like a UN
Yeah.
recognized version
yeah.
of ISIS.
No, but it
Which
was
is the government.
it could have been
Yeah,
in their
yeah.
like contract or legal documents that if they wanted to come there, sure, you have to
Well,
use these people, but then you have
absolutely.
to thank them at the end of your
Well,
movie.
the thanking part, what I think is because Chinese production companies are so heavily involved in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw, but they changed the jacket in Top Gun 2. So Tom Cruise, did you guys see the first Top Gun?
No.
I probably
you know the movie
have,
with
Yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Cruise,
yeah.
right? So he's got this Air Force jacket. It's got the Japanese flag, the Taiwanese flag, a U.S. flag, and some other like naval or like NATO flag or whatever.
Some like Pacific Coalition shit
Whatever.
or something.
Yeah. And in the second movie, they changed his jacket and took the Japanese flag off and the Taiwanese flag. And people were like, why? This is weird. And then they did they found out who the production companies were, and coming up 25% of the money was a Chinese-based company.
Yeah.
So they told them, they're like, listen, we don't recognize Taiwan as a legitimate country, so you can't put their flag up because the whole thing's it's all about money.
Yeah.
China's the biggest market for movies in the world because it's the largest fucking country in the world. So they're like, we're not going to let you show a Taiwan flag to our billions of people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's got to go, and pull the Japanese flag off there because they did shitty things to us in World War II.
Yeah.
But the fact that they have that power to do that in a fucking fictional movie
Yeah.
is
I've heard-
crazy. It is
I've heard
terrifying.
other-
It's crazy how it'd be totally reasonable and everyone would accept like a Hollywood movie critical of the U.S. government, which we should accept.
Yeah.
You should be able to absolutely
Yeah.
talk shit about the government that you live in.
Yeah.
However, a foreign government
Telling you how to.
telling you how to run your movie
Yeah.
in fucking Hollywood, California,
So
it's ridiculous.
how I found out about China being named to the UN Human Rights Commission is I was on Twitter and someone retweeted this and it just said like LOL. And it was a thing put out by the UN. And it was like the Chinese ambassador to the Human Rights Council that just got recently named, which I thought was the LOL part. And what they're doing is there's like this 5 like tweet thread on fucking the UN site of this like Chinese guy talking about how America needs to get rid of their systemic racism and treat their citizens better and all this shit coming from a dude who's doing that shit to their citizens in their own fucking country.
So trying to
It-
tell somebody else how to do their shit.
trying to stir up shit. Be like, look at America. They're doing terrible
They're
things.
doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're trying to get the eyes off of them and
Exactly.
onto somebody else.
And that's the whole thing. It's like it's not about like there's real conversations to be had about all of those things. But the fact of who it's coming from, a country that is a racist country. Have you guys seen the fucking Tide commercial in China?
No.
They take a black guy, put him in a washing machine, he comes out Asian. That commercial was from last
No
year.
way.
Yeah, you can watch that.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
And they're telling other countries that they need to watch out for their racial shit.
Well, they did the exact, like the Nazis did the exact same thing. They were putting Jews in concentration camps. And then when there would be black battalions of American soldiers, they'd be like, you better defect because your white Americans aren't treating you with
Yeah.
respect.
You're second class citizens.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
You're like, I'm going to defect to you? So
Yeah.
you can throw my ass in a gas chamber?
Yeah. It's the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah. And
Like-
the problem is people look at the UN as a legitimate organization, and I don't think they are.
No.
Like I saw this one poll that there was talks of like Trump was like, he was pulling some funding from the UN or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then the UN threatened to like pull out of New York because that's where the headquarters is. And so, and like, there was a poll like, do you think that they should come to Canada? And people were like, oh yeah, I'll put the headquarters in fucking Canada. It's like, why do you want this fucking organization
Here.
that's supposed to look out for the rights of human
That
beings?
doesn't.
And they put fucking countries like Saudi Arabia and fucking China on the Human Rights Commission.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, like you said, they just started letting women drive only if a man's in the fucking car. They
That's
behead
true.
more people than fucking ISIS, actually.
Yeah.
And then China's running fucking concentration camps. And these are the people that are the governing body of the world, or they want to be.
Yeah.
It's fucking creepy.
That's insane.
And it doesn't get talked about. And I don't understand
No.
why. And this isn't going to solve the problem. I just think it's interesting to talk to you guys about.
No, it is. But like, look at the media on certain stories, like just on celebrities or influencers that they run. It's only bad shit because they're trying to stir up shit and get clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where if they put out all the other shit for China or whatever, they're just going to get all the wrong shit that they want. And all the news places are having a hard time right now getting views and clicks or whatever.
Not when there's fear to sell. Everyone loves to watch fear.
Yeah.
right?
If you're scared, that's when people are turning in the most.
For sure.
But there's a shit ton of people that love to know what Paris Hilton did last weekend,
Well, yeah, that's the
or
thing.
who she saw, or who she was
Yeah.
with.
Or who the Bachelorette gave the rose to. Like
That's
whatever.
just it. The Bachelorette left.
I
after
find a
3
healthy balance.
episodes.
I like to decompress with The Bachelorette because I obsess over shit about
Yeah.
China fucking
Yeah,
running
real
concentration
shit.
camps.
Back to what you were saying about the UN being like basically illegitimate. I mean, it's a really tough, act to balance because you either got like no enforcing like powers. You don't have an army,
They have no like.
which they don't. They're not
Yeah,
allowed to.
You're right. Yeah.
So you can't effectively govern. You like basically all the things that all your mandates are fucking useless. Someone can say no and then
Easily.
okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Or you either give them, force, military power,
In which case now you have a world.
and then
government.
you have a world government. Exactly. So that's the biggest issue.
It's a lose-lose. But the fact that the UN does send peacekeeping missions to countries.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the biggest fear
They
is,
make a big distinction about it, though.
They absolutely do. But the thing is that if enough people, like the UN can send peacekeeping missions into any country as long as they have the right votes on the right board.
peacekeeping.
But that Canada was a big part of that in the
Yeah.
90s and stuff like that during the
No,
Yugoslavia
it's
war.
never.
But
the fact
in order-
of-
And we still let the Rwanda genocide happen. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
effective. you know?
Exactly. And again, like I'm trying to find the fucking balance to it as well, because like you said, they don't have any teeth. Like they can't do anything, and then if they can, then it's scary because now it's a fucking
And they
war.
shouldn't have teeth
They
too,
should
which is
be-
the issue.
because
Yeah.
all the UN is a gigantic building full of bureaucrats,
yeah.
and bureaucrats shouldn't be deciding the fate of every fucking soul on the planet of
No.
Earth.
No.
Should leave that up to individuals. But it's freaky when they do things like oversight committees. And also, again, when they decide if they want to send peacekeepers to a mission, there's a vote on a board. And if they all agree to it or no one vetoes it, then they send fucking peacekeepers to fucking Yugoslavia or eventually to Rwanda months late after 1 million have already been killed.
Yeah.
They do that shit, and they
Yeah.
do, and they have done it. And they just got to dig up enough votes to fucking do that stuff. So in theory,
Yeah, but look at their board.
well, exactly. That's the scary part.
Yeah. That's
Anyway,
insane.
on that happy note, anything else?
No?
I recently got Caesar's Commentaries. It was an English translation of what Julius Caesar wrote 2,000 years ago.
That's cool.
Yeah, when he was conquering Gaul and then doing the Roman Civil War. Super interesting shit, man.
I listened to a Dan Carlin podcast about his Gaul. They called it the Celtic Holocaust, the name of that podcast.
It basically, it was a genocide for
yeah,
sure.
it was fucking interesting. And he was reading a bunch of excerpts out of his journal.
Yeah.
So what you're reading is that journal from that time?
Yeah, so basically when Julius Caesar was doing it, his first major accomplishment was like taking over all of Gaul, which is modern day France, and a bit of like Belgium, and he did some incursions
Parts
into
of
Britain.
Germany and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when he was doing that, like he did so much illegal shit when he was consul, because that was back during the Roman Republic, so there was no emperors. Consul was basically like president, but there were two of them. Anyways, that's not important. He did a bunch of illegal shit when he was consul, and then he was gonna lose his immunity, but he was like just off campaigning in fucking France.
Yeah, he was
like-
trying to make a name for himself.
Exactly. And then so he was doing all that shit, basically took over all of France with like some Roman legions. And some of the shit he did was crazy. Like he's one of the best generals of all time. At the biggest battle at the end of the war, when it was like a whole coalition of Gauls fighting against him, he was sieging this one town on top of this hill, built a wall around it, and then found out that there was going to be a relieving army coming to fuck him up. Dude built a second wall around his army. And basically, like, I mean, you just gotta, there's some good YouTube videos to get like some abridged versions.
I listened to I think Carlin did like a 2-part, which is like 6 hours.
Yeah.
6.5 hours of that whole thing. And he did touch on that as well. It's just so much to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically massacred it was a genocide. As Lucas
Millions
said.
and millions of Gauls, yeah.
Just like wiped them out.
Yeah.
That's one way to
But
take it
in the
over.
thing that the way that they describe it, what year was this? Like
It was like
Like-
60s BC to like
Yeah.
the 40s BC. Well, I guess Gaul was like the 50s BC.
right
generally.
around 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And the part that was logical to me when I heard it, but I just something I never thought about, is when he talked about the logistics of moving, because their army wasn't that big by modern standards. It was like what 100,000.
Yeah, not by modern standards.
It was like 100,000. But he's like, think about. He's like, when the Gauls like brought up a rebellion of like 60,000, he's like, you got to think about this. These are like farmers, villagers, and stuff like that. And there's no means of production. There's no grocery stores. There's no food. There's no supply chains. There's none of that shit.
Yeah.
So now you got 60,000 people on the fucking march to go fight Julius Caesar. Yeah. How are you feeding those people? How are you sheltering them? How are you keeping them fucking sick? The logistics of that shit that just wasn't available 2,000 years ago is outstanding. And the fact that they were able to pull that many fucking people together is insane.
Yeah.
Just to run into a wall that he'd already built around his other army.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. This was
Yeah.
our last chance.
Yeah. This
Now
was
we're-
our only hope.
Wiped out the whole fucking like culture.
Yeah. It was brutal what he did.
Yeah.
And he spent 8 years in Gaul campaigning and doing that shit and doing some stuff into Britain, but he didn't really stay in Britain. So the book I'm reading, it has his Gallic commentaries. He made 8 of those while he was campaigning. So like the Roman people would like this guy's sick. I like him,
Yeah.
right? And then while he was doing that,
He's very big on himself in those journals.
he's
though,
big.
eh?
He talks in third person.
Yeah, it's-
super pretentious.
It's really funny
Yeah.
to hear. It's
Um,
like Julius Caesar is the greatest person that's ever been born.
yeah.
Greatest person that's currently writing this book. Like it's that outrageous, some of it.
While he was in Gaul, there was what he used to be allied politically with another consul, and then the one of the other, they're basically, I forget the Latin words, but essentially like populists and conservatives in the Senate there. The conservatives got his ally to side with them to like prosecute Caesar, right? So like while he was like finishing up in Gaul, they're like, also Caesar's a terrorist. So then he's coming back, and like he's like, if he goes back to Rome, he's going to be like killed or jailed or whatever. So he marches across into Italy with his army, which is illegal, and starts a civil war. And then he made another series of books on him doing the civil war, where he goes to fucking Italy and Greece.
And that's how he
Macedonia.
became emperor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to Egypt. And he wasn't technically emperor because while he did declare himself dictator for life,
Classic emperor move.
classic emperor move. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't until after he got assassinated, his adopted son declared himself the first person, Principes, I think is in Latin. And that's when people officially recognize it from republic to empire.
Okay.
So he's technically the first.
That started
emperor.
the line of the reign of the empires.
Yeah, and that's where it got dynastic.
Yeah. Do you own this book? Or
Yeah, I
is
own
it a
it.
school book? Give it to me when you're done. I'd
For
love to
sure.
fucking read that.
Yeah, it goes through
That's cool as fuck.
That's right up
Gallic
your fucking
War,
right up my alley.
Civil War, Alexandrian War, which is like Macedonia, Spanish War, and African War. So he's got 5 fucking amazing wars for you.
Did he was he the one that pulled the obelisk back to like fucking Rome and shit like that? Is that how the obelisk ended up there? Was that under him being in Egypt in that time? Or
I
was
don't-
that,
I don't
know.
think so.
I'm just curious.
No,
it was after the
'cause
fact.
I don't think they mention it. It's probably
would have been after. Like Cleopatra was after.
no.
Well, she was right at that time.
Cleopatra was during the time of Rome.
What the fuck was
like Caesar
what-
fucked
yeah.
Cleopatra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her other fucking boy?
Ptolemy,
No, the one just after Caesar,
Augustus.
Augustus.
Yeah, that was his adopted son.
That was what the fuck are you drawing there?
Just go. It's in my head. I gotta fucking write it down. Sorry.
I have ADD. I can't. Was it Augustus that was fucking Cleopatra's main squeeze?
No, Caesar was the main.
Caesar was the
squeeze
main squeeze, but there was a dude
until
after.
and Mark Antony.
Mark Anthony. That's who
Yeah.
I was fucking
Yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
But he wasn't his stepson. Mark Anthony was
No,
never
Mark
an-
Antony was Caesar's dog, and then once Caesar died, Mark Antony and Caesar's son fought over who would be
the next
emperor.
guy.
Yeah,
And they were banging the same girl.
yeah.
What do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about
Writing
it.
more slogans now.
Yeah.
So, how's your first podcast experience been, Lucas? You haven't talked too much.
No.
No, I mean
for,
I
for
talk-
having a guest on, you
I
didn't
know.
do too much talking.
that's my. I think I talked more than Antonio and Audrey though.
100%. You're definitely louder too.
Problem is, I can't shut the fuck up.
No, that's fine. Though.
Yeah, I was trying to get a word in edgewise, but you would just not shut the
No.
fuck
No,
up.
and he interrupts you all the time. All the time.
No, I had a good time, man. I appreciate it.
Nice. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for
Yeah.
telling your friends about it.
For sure, anytime.
Tell your friends if they like it to recommend it to their friends, and maybe they like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if
Yeah,
they
keep
don't, they
passing
don't.
it on.
Do you have Instagram?
I do have Instagram.
Do you want to say it or
Fucking throw your shit
Yeah, you
out
can
there.
hit up lucas.pavel. It's pretty simple.
Perfect. That's where you can cancel them.
That's where you can
Yeah,
cancel
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Get me kicked
Definitely cancel
out.
him.
Get me kicked out of my school and any future career prospects. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys very much.
God bless.
We're
Yeah.
not big enough to be canceled.
No,
for sure. Hey, you never know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but
Yeah.
hey, anything's
You
possible.
can't cancel someone from a job that's not a job.
exactly.
Like, this is not my job.
I don't know. I feel like they could still take it down.
No,
If, like,
No.
I don't know.
not yet.
Not
I
with
don't
fucking
know,
China
man.
running concentration camps. They're not
Well,
taking it
actually, they
far.
might
There's
take it
bigger
down because we
fish to
talked
fry.
about
There's
that.
much bigger fish
they,
to fry.
They might take it down because we talked about it.
China might take it down.
Dude, no one's listening to this. They're not taking it down.
You'd be surprised.
You guys are at least going to lose all your Chinese listeners.
Yeah, definitely.
Which
I don't
is
think
gonna
we
be a
have
big
any.
hit.
And again, like I do want to specify this because you did just say that. My criticism to China have nothing to do with the fucking Chinese people,
Absolutely
who are
not.
just people living in that government. But I do have to say this because
Yeah,
some
you're covering
fucking
your ass. Yeah.
no, but some dummies do think that when you
Oh, 100%.
criticize a government, you're criticizing the people
the
with
people within
that
the
live
country.
under
Yeah.
a dictatorship, which
Yeah.
I'm not. I got nothing against that. But I think that their government's a fucking terrifying government, and I think they're obsessed with conquering the fucking world.
100%.
We all share that sentiment.
Perfect.
They tried to take out the entire world. It's a different story.
At least Taiwan. Taiwan better be
Yeah,
careful.
Taiwan better fucking
You walk on
stop
eggshells.
building their fucking. Well, maybe it was Taiwan that built the palace in
That Spanish
Mongolia
ship?
because they knew they're about to get overrun. So the president's like, I gotta have somewhere to live after this. So we built the fucking palace in Mongolia
Yeah.
as like a backup or like a summer palatial estate.
Mm. My summer home in the Mongolian desert.
Yeah, in the Gobi Desert.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's great. It's always too cold in the night and too hot in the day.
Yeah. And nothing grows here, and there's no water.
Yeah.
Great place to live.
Great.
Also
place.
surrounded by the Chinese military.
Sounds fantastic.
Awesome.
Perfect. And by the way, for when we do get taken over by China, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
This was totally a joke.
Yeah.
I love-
Ni hao.
What does that
I'd
mean?
like to point out I said
Hello?
nothing and it was all Chris.
You went to school with a bunch of Chinese people. Like you know some Chinese, don't you? Or
Yeah,
Mandarin?
when I was in high school, there was like a bunch of fresh off the boat kids, and I mean that in a nice way, not in a
They were your
derogatory
friends.
way. They were my
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
I fucked with them for sure. I don't know what they mean, but I know like churlao. I've heard that a lot. I know that's a Chinese word. I don't know what it means, or two Chinese words. I'm not sure. I know that's a word for sure though. Churlao. And then the N word is in Mandarin. Like there's actually, have you heard about this? There's a professor teaching there's a business professor teaching like cultural studies or whatever.
He was a linguistics teacher.
Linguistics teacher.
He
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
teaches
about.
languages.
Yeah.
Instead of a word that sounds like the N word.
Yeah, in Chinese, is like the N word, right? You like but he's like N word, right? And people are like canceling him, but it was like it's just Mandarin.
Yeah.
It was
It sounded
It was
like
goofy.
the N word in English, but it wasn't the N word
It
in
wasn't at
Mandarin.
all.
It just
Yeah.
sounded like it in English, and they're like, "This guy's racist." And he's
Cancel.
like, he's speaking a different language.
Yeah.
the dean.
Aren't
ended
you
up,
guys
like-
actually the ignorant ones accusing this guy of being
100%.
ignorant?
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
they kicked him out of that course. He's not teaching it anymore.
Yeah, poor fucker.
Dude, cancel
You know why?
culture is insane.
Well,
I
we're
can't
not-
wait
we're
to
not
be a
getting-
part of it.
we're not getting canceled.
No.
We're not big.
Hey, I'll start our own website. People can listen
what does
to our
that say?
shit on there.
Podcast by friends for friends.
No. Podcast by scumbags for scumbags. That's going to be the t-shirt.
God bless.
Anyway,
That's fun. Yeah, if
Anything
you guys, just hit us up on our email, mail.twoseasonapod@gmail.com, or on my Instagram, it's CJShade, ITSCJSCHADE. And yeah, Lucas, thank you again for coming on.
thanks for coming.
Man, thanks for
Sorry,
having me.
Chris took all the fucking airtime.
No, it's cool, man. I had a blast.
It definitely won't be the last time you're on.
No,
That's
you'll
for
be
sure.
back on soon.
Yeah.
Email them and just tell them that I should be a permanent member.
Dude, I was thinking
Joking.
when production steps up,
I should be joking.
we should.
No,
if we
I'm not a
had
permanent member.
somebody to like monitor all this shit or to Google shit for us that was willing to, obviously,
Jamie.
we aren't getting fucking paid,
Yeah.
so we can't pay them. But if somebody's willing to do it,
If there's any
I think
slaves,
Lucas should be first up.
I think
That's
If-
just my opinion.
if we're gonna add
As of
people, we're gonna
now.
add them to be on the podcast. We're not gonna add them to be our
Our
Google wenches.
Why?
Because
Saves you from
If you're looking for an
rattling your
internship,
stick.
we
every 4
don't
seconds.
Send an
talk
email
about
to the
enough-
show.
We don't talk about enough stuff that requires googling, and I do on my googling previous, so I can just like pull up the link quick. I do the hard boots on the ground. I'm a journalist, man.
Yeah.
I'm a blue check mark on
Can we
Twitter.
go back to your notes about
Well,
Mystery
I was gonna agree with you.
Oak Island?
Oh, the number 9 was they found nothing.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of other shit. That's just dumb nonsense.
if it makes the argument any easier, I love it how you guys are doing it now. So just keep
It's
it
fun.
up, I think.
I think the biggest thing, the next step for us is like actual mics.
Yeah.
That's literally the next
I think
step.
the formula is great as it is now. So
No, but like sound quality.
Sound quality
just
for sure.
quality.
Yeah.
next investment should be a second mic,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some like audio pads.
Good idea.
I've heard
that's
honestly,
unnecessary.
like if you just stick shit on the walls,
yeah,
It just absorbs the echo.
and then like
just
again,
put
like,
some
if we-
drywall.
if-
Yeah.
Like if we could get like a sheet of carpet to put underneath us or some shit. I've heard those are the biggest things. You don't even need fancy fucking pads or whatever for the side of the walls that you see a lot of people put on. As long as you have like shit
Like
that,
quilts.
as long as you have like
Yeah, quilts
shit
are
to
good. Yeah.
like even just a picture because the sound's gonna hit the picture and go different fucking ways.
What was the name of that? Booty or whatever the fuck? We'll put a picture of us.
Boudoir.
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 Boudoir picture.
I've got an idea. We'll talk after.
50 Shades of C.
And on that note, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Lucas.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again, man.
Thank you, CJ.
Thanks
Thank you for listening. If you guys do listen, again, thank you very much for doing that. And we appreciate it. And if you like it, maybe your friends will like it. Tell them or don't. Doesn't matter. But thank you anyways.
Yeah,
So,
share the love.
God bless.
thank you very much.
Yeah, deuces.